Oh my god. Oh, I think it's working now. Oh. My computer was like combusting. I have no idea why it was okay earlier. And then it did the thing where it was like, and I was like, oh my god. That was so scary. That was terrifying. Kon happy. I kept you waiting so long. I think we've set the record for the longest wait screen time. Which I know is like kind of insane, right? Because I always have everything ready before stream, but somehow today was a day. But I hope your day was also a day, but like a good day. You know what I mean? Kon happy, Alicia, Kon happy Island Ranger, Kon happy Renegade. I'm sorry, all the chat messages from before then got cut off, so I'm sorry. I was so busy troubleshooting, I didn't get a chance to say hi. But please, if you have a chance, please do feel free to say hi again, and I'd love to chat. Spicy, Kon happy, Renegade, Kon happy, and as Kon happy. So it doesn't say that the alligator mauled her, so maybe the gator was friendly and a Florida bear appeared. What is this? What is this fake fan fiction that you're writing? What? What? What is that? What? Cronus, Kon happy. Thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Hey, don't judge the finale alone. Chapters 1 to 11 is a great enemies to lovers. Whoa. You know what? You know what this reminds me of? Like, this definitely reminds me of... Okay. I'm sorry. I gotta call out all the fanfiction writers out there. Yo, some of these fanfiction writers, you know, sometimes I consume media and I'm like, wow, this would be so problematic. Like, oh, this guy literally like takes this girl's magic and like tricks her into thinking he loves her, and then like steals her magic and busts out of prison, and people are like, that's hot. What? Fanfiction authors? What? Do you know how many of those fanfictions there are? Or it's like teacher student or something? I guess maybe it's like the fact that it's forbidden that people really like. But like there's a lot of wild stuff on fanfiction websites. I would know. I used to write fanfiction. We were all messed up people. 5 o'clock, time to rock. Rattler, Konhappy, Sopmod, Konhappy, Mr. Bubbles, Konhappy. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. You're skipping work at work, and as I hope this will be like a good radio show / podcast for you at work. Then I'm not gonna specifically say that I'm taking you away from work, but I'm happy you can be here. So thank you. Paulrito, Konhappy, Rumpus, Konhappy, Spectre, Konhappy, Scott, Konhappy. The question is a long time coming, but why does art have no nose? What do you mean I have a nose? What are you talking about? I'm no Pinocchio. I don't have a freaking hook-shaped nose. I don't look like some kind of goblin. But it's there. It's the anime nose. It's okay. As long as it has one slit, I can breathe out of it, right? It's like a bat, but like worse for airflow. Bobby Pop, Konhappy, Mercenary, Konhappy, Neptune, Konhappy. Ah, T5 Dragon, thank you so much for 7 months a member. 7 months already, almost ready to hatch. Does it take that long? Oh, but that's how pregnancy works, right? What is it, 9 months? Look, man, I don't know. Akab, Konhappy, John Colin, Konhappy, Acedia, Konhappy, Beetle Texas, Konhappy, Blaze, Konhappy, Seed, Konhappy, Tony, Konhappy, Jake, Konhappy, David, Konhappy. Did I isekai to Florida? Yes, but we'll get to that in a second. Nekukagi, Konhappy, Crimson, Konhappy, Sagittarius, thank you so much for 6 months a member. My feelings have never changed, they're the same. That's so sweet of you, thank you. Even if I'm Florida VTuber, you'll still love me. She survived Florida, I know, right? I couldn't play Bloodstained, or Hollow Knight properly, but for some reason I survived Florida. It just goes to show I have apex predator skills. What can I say? Did you try punching it, Florida? I wish. I feel like Florida would just shoot me in response. I'm not gonna lie. Here's some milk and cookies. Konhappy, Steven, thank you guys so much for coming to stream. Lloyd, Foss, Konhappy, Extremalist, Konhappy, thank you very much for coming to the stream. I give all my power to Mavia Scuff Machine. Kachin, Konhappy, thank you very much for coming to the stream, and thank you very much for the like. I really appreciate that, you guys. Atakano, Konhappy, thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Javi, Konhappy, Sways, Konhappy, Gabriel, Konhappy, Gecko Enjoyer, Hayu, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Scott, Konhappy. Ooh, okay. Sacrifice to job to Mavia's returns. Thank you so much for 13 months of member, Vincent. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for all the welcome back messages. Welcome back from Florida. Oh my god, Florida was a wild ride. Akuji, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Maybe luck shouldn't have been so gullible. Whoa, Domida. I like how Domida knew exactly what I was talking about. I don't know, Domida, are you talking about like how do you know this? You're caught up on the lore, you're caught up on the fan fictions? Yeah? You're exposing yourself in 4K in my chat right now? Ajin like fine wine, Konhappy, it's a fanfic, so yeah, okay, fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. Thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. And Domida, thank you so much for 13 months. Extra Crunchy, thank you so much for 13 months. Mavi love. Extra Crunchy love. I mean, you weren't around to say hi before. Oh. Well, okay, you have a point. Welcome back, well thank you. You know the League Lord? League Lord is good though. What's up, Harvey Christian? Konhappy, Nariheme, Konhappy, Red, Konhappy, thanks so much for coming to the stream. And Cronus, thank you so much for 13 months. Kirsera, thank you so much for joining member. Oh my god, Lena, thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome, it's so nice to see you. Nice to see you back, and well, it's really nice to see you as well. I hope you're doing well. Well, I have a secret. Guess who's still sick? I know, it's crazy, right? I've actually been sick for the past, like, 3 weeks. I was... The first week, I was, like, in bed, and I, like, couldn't get out of bed, so I didn't end up streaming. The second week, I just had no voice. This is, like, it's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but there were only 3, and also, I guess they were harpies, but also lame, and also the bubonic plague. Gamma, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream. Hello, Mommy, Mavia. Whoa! Whoa, what is this plot development? I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay, sure, I'm down. I don't think... I want to be mommy, you know? I wish I was mommy, but you guys keep telling me I'm not mommy. Do you know how disappointed I am every time you guys tell me I'm not mommy and I give like, oh, she gives little sister energy, oh, blah, blah, blah. Shut up! Psyop, Cyclops, Konhappy, thanks very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. 4 foot mommy. I'm 5 feet! Weirdo! I got so mad, I broke the simulation, my bad. Ballistic Brow, Stevo, Konhappy. Oh my gosh, White Nightmare, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support. James Beats, Konhappy. Okay. I am gonna get started with talking about my whole airplane. No, the airplane was fine. Actually, it kind of wasn't, but like, we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna start with the whole airport fiasco because I feel like I want to get started right away, but I do want to open up. Like, if you guys, I also want you guys to be able to talk about what you've been up to lately. So, while I'm beginning, just to save time, please, what have you been up to? I want to know. I'm so interested. Have you guys been playing any games recently? Oh yeah, there's like the new Fire Emblem game is coming out tomorrow, right? Are you guys excited? I haven't played any Fire Emblem, but I thought it looked pretty good. The character designs are by Pikazo, right? What else? What else has been going on? What you guys do for the holidays? Did you guys have any special plans? I want to hear all about it. I got fired. No, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're able to get your employment stuff sorted out. Didn't you fly to places with your own wings? Florida's a bit far. Florida's a bit far. Crossing the magical threshold into the human world with bare wings sounds like broken bones and pain. Who made your member animation? Let's see. Can I pull them up for you? Hold on. I used to have it pinned there. I don't know why it's not there anymore, but I will see if I can pull it up for you. But yeah, okay, here. Let's start though. Okay. It is by okay, I feel like I'm just gonna link their Twitter, okay? And it's just easier for me to do that. Here we go. Okay, well, I guess my chat's just not working, which is very cool. It's okay. Their handle. I'm just gonna read it out, okay? Because I don't know why I can't copy and paste into my own chat. I guess I'm just banned. The mods banned me for my own chat. They know I'm too unhinged. Okay, it's NO1 SHYV. NO1 like the number 1 SHYV, and they do a lot of other really cute animations and artworks for other VTubers and stuff. Tiberius, can happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. I got a bunch. Okay, nothing particularly interesting happened to me, but like. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing, you know? Because I feel like for the holidays, at least for my trip too, not like I did some interesting things, but it wasn't like, it's not like everything was super interesting, you know? Like I mostly wanted to spend time relaxing, and I got to do that, so I'm very happy. She's too powerful. Mods needed to nerf her. Thank you very much, Tuneko, for 13 months of member. I really appreciate it. You named a talent plane after you because of Mankey. Now you become my MVP with Hurricane and Pokemon. You know what? It's an honor. Thank you. You know what? I see the talent flame with the little tassels and the... Does he have yellow? I guess yellow on his beak, right? And like yellow marks. You know what? I see it. I see it. There's enough of a resemblance. This is cool, and I'm very happy to be part of your lore, so I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me. Always nice to find more good artists. Well, I'm happy to hear that. It's my pleasure. You know, I should update my my artist credits. It's been a hot minute. Just spent the holidays with family, then came back at the start of January. I'm really happy to hear that, Cronus. So it's always really fun to spend holidays with family. I actually did not spend holidays with the family this year. I'm kind of notorious amongst my family for like not spending the holidays with them. Like I'll spend some holidays, or like we'll do something in the name of a holiday. Like we went out for Christmas dinner, but not on Christmas, because obviously I was away, right? And my parents also went on trips, which was wild. We all split up all around the world, and we all came back with stories to tell. So, White Nightmare, thank you so much for 13 months of member. I've been doing nothing but bake bread. How's your bread baking journey, by the way? I think did you mention something about this last time? I kind of vaguely remember this. What kind of breads have you been baking? Do you bake sourdough? I think sourdough is the best kind of bread. Just studying for college and drawing in your free time? I'm really happy to hear that. It's always nice to have something to wind down with, or something to like grind to get better at, aside from like school and stuff, you know? I'm happy to hear that. A physical copy won't be in my hands for a while. I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah, there were a lot of delays with shipping this holiday season, huh? Like, I'm sorry, I sound really nasally, don't I? My apologies, it's not very ladylike to be all sniffly like that. Did I give little sister any? No, I don't. Oh, you're buying the Persona. Oh my gosh, I wish I didn't have 4 golden now, you know? Like, I have it on Steam, but I kind of wish I waited to get it on Switch. Because, like, it seems like such a comfy game to, like, be able to play in bed, you know? That's why, like, generally speaking, I prefer to pick up Switch versions of games. But I don't know about you guys. I don't know how much I actually care about, like, graphics and stuff. I think I care to an extent, but also I'm blind, so, like, I don't care enough. Can confirm, no mommy energy detector. Zombie Goku, what are you? Some kind of, like, detector? You need, like, a little metal detector? You're gonna slide up against my boobs and be like, nope, no mommy here. Like, what? Sorry, I'm late. Was making dinner for the family. Steven, family man, respect. How's dinner going, and what are you making? Upgraded my internet to fiber. That's so nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Fiber is so nice. We have fiber, but like half the time it doesn't work for me. So as you can tell, like sometimes it just shuts down and I don't get to stream for like a month. But that's amazing. Planning to look into streaming. Good luck, Domino. Also, link me your stream in the Discord. I want to come watch. Holidays are fine, been back to work for about 2 weeks, but aside from that, just playing games and watching VTubers. Honestly, this is weird to say. I didn't used to watch that many VTubers, but like lately, the more busy I've been, the more VTubers I've been watching. Because like you can just kind of put them on in the background, right? And then listen to them like talk about stuff or like play a game. It's kind of like, you know, for a long time before I started streaming, I didn't really understand. Like, I understood to an extent, right? Where, like, I'd give a stream my full attention, but I didn't understand, like, the full appeal of, like, streaming. But I kind of feel like it's cozy, you know? It's like a place you can come back to. It's kind of like a common room where, like, you meet up with friends, and then you can, like, talk about stuff. You can, like, make memories together. And, like, you don't have to be completely, like, focused on it either if you can't, or, like, you're busy or something. You can also feel like you're a part of a little something or like part of making memories, and I think that's to me like the biggest appeal of watching streamers nowadays, especially now that I'm getting busier. Just being able to sit down and like vibe and be quiet and lurk streams, that's my favorite thing to do. I was also sick for 3 weeks, didn't eat for 2. How did you not eat for 2 weeks, Sieg? What? Were you eating like baby food or something? What happened? Were you getting like drip fed with an IV? Like, are you okay? Crimson, but the holidays were awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. But I hope now that the holidays are over, things are getting better. It can be like holidays round 2, but hopefully better now that we're hanging out. I traveled to the countryside to spend New Year's, Christmas, and New Year with my grandmother. That's so nice. What's the countryside like where you live, R0? I'm so curious. Like, I feel like I already feel like I live in the countryside, but I have like fiber optic, like internet. So maybe not, you know. I went to Hong Kong, I spent the whole Christmas holiday with my family. My mother was also there. And, she went, like, shopping a lot. My mom loves to shop, so that's her favorite thing to do when she travels to Asia, but that's really nice you got to spend Christmas with your whole family, though. I feel like my family, they're all, like, up in each other's wings, you know? They all, like, want to fight each other. I don't know if I could ever have, like, a family gathering like that. I'm a bit envious, but I hope you had my share of the fun, too. Alicia, I don't think I said hi earlier, but thank you so much for coming to the stream today. It's so nice to see you. I got a borrowed 3DS and can now play Cookie Mama. You gotta 100% it with me. You gotta 100% it with me, Alicia. Please. Kira Sarah, I lost my credit card and had to change it. I lost my member streak and I also got COVID-19. No. That sounds like such a rough holiday. I'm sorry to hear that. I also lost my credit card right before I left, so I feel that. It's such a pain to get it replaced. Man, being an adult and keeping track of, like, all the little cards and keys and things is so difficult. You might say just keep them all in one place, but I'm not organized enough for that, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry to hear that, Kira Sarah. I hope you got that sorted out. Your voice is great, don't worry, thank you. Your voice sounds fine to me, but it still feels so cute. Sniff. Boy smell. That's nasty. Not that you smell nasty. I just the concept of going up to someone and sniffing them a lot is quite lewd. Don't you think? You know? Anyways, Dog, Konapi, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. You get a Steam Deck to play it from bed. You know what? I've really been considering getting a Steam Deck, but I'm like, can you use a Steam Deck and like? The thing is, right, like, is it even worth getting a Steam Deck and hooking it up to a capture card? I almost feel like you're just better off, like, upgrading your PC, right? Maybe? And I feel like if I already have a Switch, I don't know if it's worth getting a Steam Deck. Although, I have to say, I've been watching, like, those, like, relaxing Steam Deck unboxing / like, Switch game unboxing videos lately. Those look so... It looks so nice to be able to play, like, those, like, a bunch of games that you wouldn't otherwise be able to, like, in bed. Haganen-san, it's been a while, crocodile! It's nice to see you! I can't think of an animal. I don't have a rhyme for you, but Konhappy, Haganen-san, irashai, welcome! Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. How are you doing? Pardon? What? That's exactly how I do it. You're much as a lady as you are a penguin, so like 100% also best. Wait a second. Hold on, there's some weird information going on there. Nico, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. V3B has no graphics. Really, Nico? And also, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream. I didn't know. Weird. I thought... Is P3P not also in 3D? I haven't played it yet. Persona 3, but like, well, Persona 3 Portable, right? Haven't played it yet. I want to play it. I still haven't finished P4, so I wanted to finish that first, but... Yes, Mavi, it's exactly like a metal detector. Not started anything yet. I'm waiting for more cash to return for my taxes this year. Thinking I'll get a third PC to offload encoding so I don't get taxes game. Third PC? Who are these gamers? What? Welcome back. Thank you, Our Lost. It's nice to see you. Konhappy. Looking as I draw maviART's sketch. Oh, I'm gonna look forward to it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so honored. Thank you for everyone that draws me. I really appreciate it. Nice to see you, Caribou. Wait, that's a good one. The Funny. That's a good name. I like that. Nice to thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome, Konhappy, Jeffrey, Konhappy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Smell like a girl's hair though. 100. You know what? Girl hair smells so nice. Like, why do all the shampoos smell so good? Like, I don't know. If it were me and I were a guy, I don't know if I want to smell like the great American wilderness when I can smell like orchids. You know what I mean? Instantly derailed to loot. Pogsoni-san, Konhappy, thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Now all I can imagine is like you using my face as like I don't know why I thought about this, but like my boobs as like the wheels and like I'm like a wheelbarrow, and you're just holding me by the legs and wings. I don't even know how that would work. Yeah, I guess my breasts would have to be the wheels. So I don't know. I don't know where these thoughts are coming. These are intrusive thoughts. They're winning. The voices are winning. Nice to see you, Kangaroo. Okay, that's also a good one. Rattler. I love Stream Deck because it runs my favorite operating system. What is that? It's Windows, right? Windows? If you tell me it's like Linux, is that how you say it? Or is it Linux? Linux? It's Linux, right? Linux? Pretty sure? Yeah? Coconut shampoo. I can't get behind anything like that smells like coconuts. That's why I had a hard time in Florida, by the way. Like, all the cocktails that there were so many cocktails, but like so many of them were like coconut, banana, like ew. I don't know. I hate coconut. I think it tastes so bad. Like, it just has like a weird oily aftertaste. You know what I mean? Did I see Avatar 2? I did see Avatar 2. My god, it was amazing. Okay. Controversial opinion. I think the actual special effects were like really good. They're really well done. It's like a visual treat. The story sucked. It might like, okay, here's my problem with like sequels and like when they plan to make a series out of something. The first Avatar, you could wrap it up in like, in case you haven't seen it, I don't know, I'm not gonna spoil too much, okay? But like, it was like an experience where like if you just watched that one film, it was good enough by itself. You know what I mean? Where like you wouldn't expect or feel the need for a sequel. You know what I'm saying? But like now with the new film, the way that they've set up all the characters and like, oh, they've opened like a bunch of like mysteries up and then they didn't solve them. Like they're gonna make us wait another 5-6 years for the answers. Puss in Boots 2. I want to watch Puss in Boots 2 in theaters. I've been to the theaters so many times recently. I went to watch Avatar 2 another time with my friend. We watched it in 4DX, which was really fun. There's only one theater in the kingdom that has 4DX so far, but I really enjoyed it. I think my biggest problem with 4DX, aside from like it's pricey, right? But I think that's fine. Is like the chairs shake so much, But like the other effects are so minimal. You know what I mean? Because like they advertise it. Okay, so if for those of you who don't know, 4DX is like you sit inside the theater and there's like rain and fog and stuff that comes along with the movies. And the other thing I didn't like about the movie theater, you see, it's really cool in theory, right? But like as soon as like the rain sequences start, I wish there was like a little more. Because you might even be saying, oh, Mavia, well, what if it's too much rain? It could like damage like what if you're super rich and have like a Louis Vuitton leather purse and that's why you can afford going to a ridiculously expensive movie theater or something, you know? And like it damages your bag or your watch or something. It's just not enough to do that. Like no way would it be enough to do that. I feel like they could sprinkle it up a little more, you know what I'm saying? It sounds immersive, it was good except for during some of the sequences where there are like lights strobing down, there's like a light that falls from this, like the actual light from the ceiling that turns on, right? And it hits the screen sometimes, so like it blocks out part of the movie, which is dumb, right? This is just bad design. You know, again with like design thing, one of the biggest, like most memorable quotes I ever got taught about design was, "You never notice good design, but you will always notice bad design," and that my people was bad design. Steam Deck's powerful. I hear it's really powerful. It looks really good. I mean, I've been mostly seeing people play Genshin on it. So did you guys watch it? Didn't the old Persona games just release again? Yeah, they did. They did. They're still Atlas is still milking the same series again and again. Mavia, happy I missed you. What's croaking? It's nice to see you, Croaking Gamer. You know, no, honestly, I had a trip to Florida, but we're just catching up quickly before I dive into it, because I have so much to say about... At least the beginning of the trip was something else. Why does shampoo smell so good and yet I can't drink them? They're like the forbidden... If Tide Pods are the forbidden snack, then shampoo's like the forbidden cocktail or like forbidden juice. I feel like it's too viscous. But then again, you could argue like Tide Pods are also too viscous to be like good for candy, right? Like they're not... It probably works. Forbidden cocktail is probably a good... a good comparison, yeah? I have a gaming PC and a communications storage PC. The storage PC is too old and outdated to run recent games or handle a lot of processing. That's kind of nice. That's a good idea, but I guess if you didn't have a PC, I guess the next best thing would be to buy like an external hard drive, right? I have a 1 terabyte hard drive, but it's full of games I haven't played yet. And lots of pictures, but I won't elaborate as to what those are. But Outsider, come happy. I don't think oh my gosh, you're still in the box? Comfy in there? You pay rent now? You've been in there for a while. Is there a strata yet? I feel like you should set something like that up, just in case. Love smelling like mango? I think mango is like a really good shampoo smell. What do you guys smell like, you think? If you smell like oil or something, like not like hair oil, but like motor oil, I feel like there's an appeal to that too, so don't be shy, okay? My favorite smells include Windex, parking lots, and paint thinner. Those are my 3 favorite scents. And then right after that, it's like cherry blossom. 1 terabyte of homework? Yeah, you're right. It's just homework images, for sure. Gasoline's a good one. Jordan Semper, Con Happy, thanks very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. I use my sister's shampoo. You know what? I respect it. Like, honestly, there's some things that are marketed for, like, for like, quote, men, quote, women, you know? Where it's like, why? I don't know. Like, I always personally shop in the men's section for clothes. They're so much more comfortable. They're bigger and, like, floppier. Or I have to buy, like, 3 times, like, cause to fit my wings, right? If I buy a long sleeve, I have to buy, like, oversized, like, oversized XL. I want a magical girl that loves me the way Atlas loves Persona 4. You really think Atlas loves Persona 4 as much as P5? I feel like they've been milking P5 way more lately. Still waiting for Persona 1 and 2. I heard like a lot of like there were some... Okay, I have this one friend and they're like super into Persona. And they always say like Persona 1 and 2 are good games in their own right, but like something about like UI issues or like sometimes the gameplay got really frustrating at times. I don't know. Maybe they're not a real gamer. We can, if they're not a real, if you don't think they're a real gamer, we can call them out. It's only forbidden if you're weak. Okay, fair. No one milks harder than how Bandai is milking Gundam. But I feel like Gundam, like there are so many like characters and model kits, right? They could continue milking it forever if they wanted to. They could go on like a 10-year rotation, you know what I mean? Shampoo isn't undrinkable if you believe it. It's drinkable one time. Everything is drinkable once. Pictures of penguins? Yeah, pictures of penguins for sure. Hated Kanapi, thanks very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome, how's it going? Flabuloso. What's flabuloso? What is this? Hi y'all, Snakeblade, Kanapi, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. What's your favorite food? I would say steak tartare, but I'm having a lot of it recently. I feel like it might change soon. I like alcohol, but like fancy girly cocktails. I don't know, maybe that's a lame answer. Melted butter is such a good smell. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you guys the stuffed lobster I had later. You're gonna be so jealous. You're gonna be so jealous, Neptune. It's gonna be so good. My favorite thing, one of my favorite pastimes is like sending pictures of my food to friends and having them like drool over and go, haha, you can't have this. What is that called? There's like a Japanese term for it, right? Food terrorism? I think that's actually the term. Could someone look that up? I'm pretty sure it's actually called food terrorism. It's not like watermelon because they use the body soap for the hairs too. Oni-san. Oni-san. Oni-san, you can't. Oni-san, you can't. You can't do that. You can't use the body wash for your hair too. Even if it's a 2-in-1, please. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Think of your hair. Think of your hair, Oni-san. Fabuloso is a Hispanic choice for mopping the floor. Oh, it's like a cleaner. Okay, fair. Andrew, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome, Frey. Oh my gosh, Konhappy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome, CJ Smiles. Konhap. Oh, CJ Miles, my bad. Smiles sounds kind of cuter, doesn't it? Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome, along with Finnish sausage and fries. Grilled steak. Grilled steak's a good one. Oh my gosh, sorry. I don't know why the raid doesn't show on my my OBS is broken. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Freyso Say So Raiders. Welcome, Frains. Welcome, Axel. Welcome, Chase. Let's see. Welcome, CJ Miles. Welcome, Sora. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your day so far, and thank you so much for joining us. I love going to the duck collection. Okay, Andu, thanks so much for coming to the stream today. Good happy. Okay, do I have some bangers for you? Meshitero. Yeah, meshitero. Yeah. Guys, we all learned a new term together. Meshitero. It's food terrorism. It's like when you start bombarding people with really good pictures of food. Kanapi Mavia, I hope you enjoyed your time in my neck of the woods. You know, Florida was wild, but we're about to get into it. We're about to. Yeah, I kept saying that, and it's been. How long has it been? It's been 47 minutes. We're gonna get started. We gotta get started before the hour. Before the hour ticks by. But I really. You know what? Let's start with that. I really enjoyed my time in Florida. You know, the one disappointing thing is I didn't encounter as many Florida NPCs as I thought I would. There were some pretty funny happenings, though. You might take a look at this photo behind me. It's a duck-themed gas station that I just kind of happened upon. And they just sell, like, tons and tons of duck paraphernalia. I kept telling myself I was gonna buy one of those giant rubber ducks before I left, and I just didn't. I kind of ran out of luggage space. So, oops. I packed a lot of clothes there. You know what? I packed a lot of, like, short-sleeve clothes, right? Instead of sweaters and stuff that I usually wear. But for whatever reason, like, I don't know. It's at night. It got way colder than I thought, and inside buildings, the aircon was like it was so strong that I ended up being cold anyway. So I ended up having to buy long sleeve like sweaters and stuff while I was down there. But okay, NPCs. But Frey, I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask. How was your stream today? What were you up to? Did you witness any Florida men on the news? You know what? I probably should have been watching the news. Unfortunately, I didn't have access to a TV while I was down there, so I didn't. Did I? Let's see. Did I read any Florida man news? I feel like I didn't. I feel like nothing really happened. I feel like Florida man was also just on vacation. What was nice about my trip, right? Because I left at the beginning of December, was I hit like I don't know. I hit all the touristy stuff before. I planned this out. Okay, I hit all the touristy stuff way before like the week that people were gonna be like off of school and off of work. So like second, third week of December. So I hit everything before then, and then I spent the rest of it just relaxing. Defaulty boy, Kon happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Because it came from Florida. I feel when my wife visits the swamp state, but not your swamp state. I'm sorry, Mr. Bubbles. You know what? This is actually, I'd been to Orlando once. And that was when I was, like, a fledgling. So, I don't really have that many memories of it. But compared to where I live, here, in the kingdom here, it's so flat. Like, I've never been to a more petan place in my life. What? Like, I was flying overhead, right? When I was on my way there. Because I landed in a major city, and then I flew. I flew, like, the rest of the way. So I kind of flew around the city. It was very nice. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for parking, which was fantastic. That's the best part about flying. Although, I think people saw me, pointed, and thought I was some kind of hallucination, so that wasn't that great. No news is good news then? I hope so. I feel like, yeah, Florida Man was generally on vacation. I encountered one, and I'll show him to you. Or maybe, okay, maybe it's that my threshold for what I consider Florida Man to be is just way higher than the average person. Like, I expect Florida Man to, like, walk up like a Skyrim mob and like with like an orc with a club and start like instantly like auto-targeting like random people walking along the street. So maybe my expectation of Florida Man is just vastly different. It happened when I was young on vacation there. My grandfather ended up getting mad at the staff at Denny's because it was so cold I was shivering. It's freezing, right? And especially at night. Because it gets so it's so humid there, you feel the cold a lot more. In Alknoste, it's terribly dry, so you don't really feel the cold, or at least when you bundle up, you don't feel it. But it was awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I had 2 streams, an Isekai TTRPG solo mission, then Near Automata. Wait, that sounds. Wait, you streamed 3 streams in a row? That's wild. Just a game that's blowing me away. Are you gonna play like? Are you gonna end up playing it multiple times, or are you only gonna play it once? But I'm really happy to hear that. I'm sorry I was kind of away from YouTube while I was down there. My internet was so bad. I had like a download speed of like 0.1 or something. It was not great. Every time I streamed, the 2 times I streamed, I had to travel like 40 minutes away to stream. And don't say I never did anything for you guys. No. It's my pleasure though, and thanks for your patience, really. A Petan place. It was like the most Petan place I've ever been to, Leo. I'm not even kidding. Florida's a giant ancient sandbar. But where are the sand cocktails? I want alcohol. Florida's very flat, like insanely so. When I remember flying overhead and then like thinking like, where are the mountains? Where are the hills? I hear all the hills there are man-made too, which is kind of crazy. Florida Man is basically an orc, but like more aggressive. I was, you know, I've never encountered an orc that's been like super aggressive before, but like I just imagine them to be like the orcs that humans think of, that like, you know, like you get a little too close to them and it's like a Xenoblade mob. You know what I'm talking about? How like sometimes if you just walk up to a mod, you just hear dun 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 dun, and they like start attacking you, something like that. Or like boss music will start to play. What adventures are you having? Well, we'll get into the adventures shortly. Simp, Kon happy, thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Howdy, y'all. I like the J. The J's funny. Welcome. You expected a guy to walk up to you and say, "By Mary, Mary, by Mary a harpy? By Mary, Mary, by Mary a harpy? By Mary, like the Virgin? Virgin Mary? She seems cool. I like her outfit. She seems like she would have had like historical drip, you know what I'm saying? Like she would have started like a maternity wear line 100% back in the day. There are a few natural hills, but they're inland. Okay, I see. I guess I never saw this. So Florida's almost as flat as Mavia when she uses all her mana and goes into lolly for something like that. Although I need to change clothes, otherwise it'll just be a gaping hole, or I guess the top part of my leotard. Well, let's stop talking about that. Florida man's a kappa, like a real cryptid. Grillback. Con happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Oh my gosh, it's my wife. Oh my gosh, it's my wife. Ari, con happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. How's it going? I'm back. I'm back from Florida, and I'm about to share my story. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I had to write like a lot of this down because I remember I was so mad, right? I was genuinely so upset about some of the happenings. I had to write, like, I wrote them down. I like Karen'd, but like in my phone's note app. Okay, it's story time. How many gators did you wrestle? Like 7. Lost. Mavi 0, Gator 7. Happens. It's okay. We're gonna go on a training arc and I'll be back eventually. Mavia being ready to share the story for almost an hour. Shush, we're still starting before the hour, okay? Okay, I wanted to hear what you guys were up to. I as much as I think it's fun to, like, I don't know. I never want to take the floor away from you guys too much. Because, I don't know, I want to make sure I'm showing enough interest. Because I care, you know? But sometimes I feel like maybe I do a little more. Maybe just college life. I know you were so busy. How are you still drawing a lot of stuff? Did you finish your weapons project? I'll get him next time. It's okay. We'll go on a training arc and we'll get him next time. Homework stacking up. Oh, do I ever feel that? You gotta get on that homework grind, Ari. Good luck. Okay. That's from last year. Was it? Oh yeah, you were doing the character design thing. Well, you say last year, but like it was 2022. Okay, you know what? My memories of your schooling elude me. My apologies. Distractor again. Shut up. No. Okay. So, I don't have a ton of pictures of Florida, to be honest, because most of the time I spent there, I was just kind of relaxing. And I never really thought, like, hey, I should do a stream where I talk about this. It never really crossed my mind until, like, I was gonna get back, and I was like, man, I should do a stream talking about this. So the pictures are cropped a little weirdly, because they're not perfectly, like, lined up. Because some of them are horizontal and some of them are vertical. In retrospect, in the future, if I'm to do this again, 100% gotta make sure everything's facing the same orientation. What I noticed about people, like, in the South, right? You guys are so festive, like, for the holidays. That's it's crazy to me. Because I have some friends, in other southern states, right? A bit of a tongue twister. And they always tell me, like, oh, you know, we're also, like, preparing for the holidays. I'm doing this with my family. We got the Christmas lights out. Like, I don't know why. Is it just me? Because, like, at least when I was down in Florida, like, Christmas lights everywhere. And I mean, monsters tend to like Christmas too, but maybe less so. Like, it's fun to go shopping and stuff, but at least where I'm used to spending Christmas, nothing closes. Everything's always open, so if I want to get, like, a sandwich from the convenience store at, like, 5 a.m. Excuse me. Christmas Day, that's no problem. No problem, yo. But, like, you just can't. That's one of the things, spending Christmas in North America for the past couple years, like, that's not something I expected. Been learning metal vocals, that sounds sick. America loves their holidays. Oh, it's just an America thing. Americans love Christmas, also money. America's just pretty festive. You know what? I was surprised. It was way more festive than I thought it would be. Like, lights everywhere. I don't think I encountered a single house when I was down there that didn't have at least one Christmas decoration. Crazy stuff. Our sadness is evaded through holiday cheer. Christmas is pretty big, especially in New York City. My friend sent me some photos from New York, for, like, Christmas stuff in New York. Honestly, looked like so much fun. Like Macy's. Macy's does special stuff for the holidays, right? I got a lot of pictures from there. Cause it's their, like, holiday tradition to go. Day of the Dead? You ever come to Texas, you check out the Day of the Dead celebration in San Antonio. I've always, you know what? I want to learn so much more about, like, Mexican, Central American, like, South American culture. It seems so interesting. I don't really know too much. But of what I did learn in school, we only barely scratched the surface of it. Christmas in New York is so pretty. I don't think I've ever been during Christmas, Alicia. But, like, now you guys are making me kind of want to go. I hear it's really cold, though. Okay. So, yeah, so there were Christmas lights absolutely everywhere. And you know what? Like, I think it's really funny how much Florida owns the alligator thing. I didn't expect it. I thought it was, like, a meme. But, like, alligator, like lights. I'll show you. There was some alligator Christmas ornament, like, Christmas decorations. And I'll show them to you guys in a little bit because it's further along in my presentation. But overall, I feel like everyone I met in Florida was like pretty chill. They were either like, okay, there were like two schools of people. They were like either like stoned out of their minds and really chill, or like old southern like grandpa really angry. There was like no in between. It's just like those were like the two character creator types in Florida. There was this running joke that like I was just in a simulation and the simulation was breaking. The museum I went to had no Spanish in it, only like English, but like the main like descriptions were in French. The simulation was breaking all over in Florida. Wild place. I'm Mexican and Central American. I got you covered. Did I feel like maybe I wanted to cover everything. I wasn't sure if I did, so maybe I overstated. But your alligators are like trees in Florida. There were so many. I stopped by the side of like a highway on one of my flights to... on one of my flights to like get into the city, because I stayed a little out of the city. Of course, as you can imagine, it's expensive to stay like in like Miami proper. So what I did was I just stayed a little bit outside of the city. But I flew past the swamp on the side of the highway. Do you know how many alligators there were in there? It was teeming, absolutely teeming. Because you'd think like maybe there would be like 2 or 3 in like a river or something, and you can just kind of see them, and they're just kind of there. No, I think there were like 15 or 20 of them just in one place. It was crazy. I didn't realize like how common they were. They're like a common like Arknights drop. Like they're everywhere. A lot of people have alligators instead of dogs. Honestly, I would rather have an alligator than a dog. I feel like an alligator would make for a really like interesting pet. When I visited Florida, I noticed there were more Texans than Floridians. Why did my stomach keep growling? I'm not even hungry. I've eaten. Really? I met a lot of people from Ohio. That was weird. Yeah, but like most people that live in Florida, strangely enough, like they are from other states. Yeah, so I didn't encounter people from Texas per se, but gives context to see you later, alligators. Yeah, I guess it's inevitable that you'll return to them, right? That's the Everglades for you. Oh yeah, the area is called the Everglades, right? Maybe you're an Arknights gamer? No, but one of my best friends is absolutely obsessed. You might see me retweeting some of his art from time to time. Like he loves Arknights. Speaking of which, he told me about he was going off on like the 3rd anniversary. There's like a 3rd anniversary box, right? And he's like, I have to get the messenger bag, I gotta get the box, I gotta get everything. He's obsessed. He loves it so much. His favorite unit is, I think her name's Dusk, right? The dragon girl, the limited edition dragon girl. Everglades is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist. Oh, now that I think about it, I think I did see a crocodile at the museum. Why Ohio? I survived Ohio. I interacted with Ohio people and survived real, not clickbait. Dusk is so cool. I think she's really cool too. I don't know too much about the lore, but we sat down and watched the Arknights anime together, which is pretty nice. Florida has a pretty nasty snake problem. Yeah, I heard like when I was walking around, right? Because the place I stayed at was pretty like suburban. I think suburban's not even like a good descriptor for it. I think rural is probably better. Like the internet was bad. It was like 5 acres of like trees and like grass fields and horses. I stayed with horses. They were so cute. I never got to ride one because I was kind of scared, but I did get to pet them. Quick reminder to breathe manually. Usually I breathe through my nose when I'm talking, but it's so stuffed. Thank you though. Another feeling, I got 3 concert Blu-ray boxes recently. Sometimes you just gotta get with some anime. You know what? It's so nice to just sit down and like binge. I still stand by that it's better to binge an anime than it is to like sit and watch week by week. I guess you're like following along with the hype if you're watching week by week, but like there's something about like just being all cozy and being able to watch the entirety of one show, like a Netflix binge. You know what I'm saying? Not too much into that fold, but had a Final Fantasy fan drag me into that a bit. Dusk is cool though. You know what? Whatever you enjoy. I know a lot of people are into gacha games nowadays, but not really for me. Not, you'll not, sir. Could not be. What is that yellow thing on the screen? What? Pure! Me? your worst nightmare. Ah! Like rubber duckies in the tub, Mavia? Yeah, I usually put 5. Sometimes I put 4 or 3 though. If I'm feeling really lazy, I just put 1. Because you gotta make sure you're cleaning them properly, right? So you can keep them as long as possible. You gotta make sure to wipe the bottoms and make sure there's no water that gets inside them. What else? You gotta make sure... Oh, really important thing about rubber ducks is you have to make sure that they have a nice bed to sleep on. So I like to put 2 really nice towels down, like really nice fluffy white towels for them to dry on in the bathtub. And I also have to make sure they're facing the sink because they shouldn't have to look at you when you're doing your business, right? So so they face the sink and there's like a mirror by the sink because I'm worried that maybe they'll get bored or something. So they have to be facing the mirror so they can like watch whatever's going on in the bathroom, you know? I wish I could binge. Work usually takes up my time. You know, but like you can binge at night. I feel like if it's not like that's what okay, I know a lot of people have been hating on like isekai anime recently, right? But like I think that's what's nice about those like really brain dead isekai animes is like you don't even really have to care about like what you're consuming. You just kind of like mindlessly watch that and you kind of get into the fantasy vibes of the whole thing, right? Rubber duck lore. I decided to, because we had a conversation about this last time, right? They all have names now. They're all named after different foods. I love isekai. I think isekai is like, it's, I don't want to say it's my favorite genre. I just like, I've been really getting into like sword and sorcery anime lately. I want to start Goblin Slayer. That's like one that I want to start, but I, recently though, what did last night, totally forgot to mention this. I just finished Baccano last night. That was good. I really enjoyed it. I think what I didn't like about it is that when you like read more into the story online, there's like so much more that happens. And they like continue to flesh out the story between like what 1930 to like present day. And I think it's like cool in theory, but at the same time like I feel like it just doesn't the 13 episodes of the anime, like they did a really good job fleshing it out, but I feel like it would have been even cooler if they gave it even more time. I know it was just supposed to cover like one arc. So overall, I really enjoyed it. The soundtrack was phenomenal. Really loved it. Baccano's amazing. Yeah! I like the different magic and attacks. That's why I watch it. Story's more of an afterthought for me. Yeah, you know, it's fun. Like, I think the fantasy part of it's fun. I don't read isekai manga to get too into the world. It's just something to turn my brain off to. Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel that. Isekai's been alright the past few seasons, but Gundam, Wish for Mercury hit. Gundam was so good, Arlost. Like, oh my, I still need to finish up the last episode, but I bought Soletta and Miarine kits, so we'll build those soon. Guess what? My desk is finally clean. I know, right? Right? You never would have thought, but I came back from my vacation pretty refreshed, so my desk is clean. Insane. Insane turnout. I know, thank you. Thank you for the clapping. So now while I see Mavia lives, I thought I was hallucinating. Ooh. Raka! Ooh! The ghost of Mavia passed. Clean impossible. Shut up. X. What do you mean X? It looks so good now. I even cleaned it so we could have more fun times together. And you might have seen on Twitter, I set up my like I'm gonna be moving soon, so I set up like a shelf to put all my like model kits on. I still have some work in progress kits that I have yet to move, but I think I might just try to finish those first. Gundam's good though. I feel like Gundam can be a little too dark at times. But I'm excited to see, like, where Witch from Mercury goes from here. A lot of people moved to Florida to retire. Yeah. I got, I met up... Because I met up with Temple Mao. You might know, you might remember him. He pops into the stream from time to time. He's a Legends of Runeterra and, like, card game VTuber. I met up with him. And he was telling me, like, the nicknames of a lot of places in Florida. He was like, yeah, there's this place called Cape Coral, and they call it Cape Coma. Apparently, Fort Myers, they call it Fuck Myers, which I think is excessively, like, I don't know, that's some excessive profanity right there. It's excessively profane, but I thought Cape Coma was kind of witty. Can't wait for episode 13, because dang. Yeah, isn't it supposed to return in April or something? Aiden, Con Happy, thanks for the cookies. Thanks so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Durara by the author of Baccano is also good. I haven't seen Durara. That's about a, oh my gosh, my brain is rotting. That's about a, oh no, my fake Monster Girl fan. My eyes are Oh no, oh my life slash Dullahan. Thank you, Sieg. It's about a Dullahan. Yeah, I know about that. But at Fort Myers so much and all I can say is true. Why have you been so much? Do you have family there or something? Done with stupid choice. What did I miss? You know, I'm welcome, Punisher. We were just like chatting about a bunch of stuff that happened on my trip, but I don't know if you missed much. It was just like talking between everyone. Let's see, what else happened there? I think my flight there was generally... Eh? Huh? By the way, I wanted to send a rainbow super for your return, but I don't think YouTube deserves the $50 that they'll be taking, so you'll get it. Ness! Ness! Whoa! 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 Thank you very much for your generous super chat. I don't think YouTube deserves $50. Thank you! Thank you so much for your generosity. Oh my... Sorry, I think my brain is still like buffering. You know, a lot of... Okay. You guys might think, oh, Mavia, you should be used to this by now, you know? You have a lot of wonderful people supporting you. You should be used to this. You know what? While I was on vacation, for the first time in like a year, over a year, I searched up like, oh, Mavia Lucastre. I wonder if they're like, oh, I'm looking for my own videos because I was like trying to show a friend. People have been making videos about me. Someone made a video on the sandwich thing. What? People still remember me? What? I was so baffled and so honored, and like but I was like, it just never crossed my mind. I feel like I'm too dense to think about like, this is also why I never check my fan art tag, right? I just don't remember. I'm like, oh, you know, it's really cool. People come out here to like hang out with me, and then like I totally forget that like, oh, people are really like generous and they spend their time with me, and I already think like that's like I can't, my tiny brain can't comprehend that. And then people start like clipping, and then people start making art. By the way, people that clip and make art, like you guys are insane. Thank you so much. Like, to know that you spend your time making something involving me is, like, it blows my mind every time, and it's such an honor, so thank you. Surprised you're popular and worthy of arts and works. No. I'm just here and I want to work hard. I know I haven't been working as hard this year. There's been a lot going on, so I haven't been able to, but hoping to return to streaming a lot more. Hopefully doing, like, a bunch of, like, guerrilla or... You know what I really missed? I've been thinking about this. I really missed like streaming every day. That's like what I did when I first started, and that's like when the big VTuber boom was happening, right? So I was lucky enough to like meet a ton of you, like really wonderful people, and like even I hear sometimes like, oh, I don't really watch a lot of VTubers anymore, but Mavia, I want to come hang out with you, and like that's a big honor, you know? So thank you. The year just started. Okay, like 2022. I feel like I did a lot less. There was a lot happening with school and stuff, but I'm excited. Hopefully, Yukiro, if you're here, don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Okay? I want to start streaming like 4 or 5 times a week again, because I enjoy it so much. One of the reasons I had to stop this past year was I had like chronic throat issues. So the more I streamed, the more like my throat would get like really severely inflamed. It got to the point where when I wasn't streaming, I wasn't really able to talk anymore. So I thought like maybe it's because I was straining my throat, but then I realized I think it's like I realized it was like probably like a health issue. So I recently saw my doctor for that before I left on my trip, and she started me on some like medication for that, mostly like antacids, which have been like really helpful. I think I'm just really susceptible to heartburn, because I don't know if you can probably hear it, right? Like sometimes when I'm talking, I have to swallow pretty frequently, so I've been on some pretty strong antacids, but I think it's getting better. She said I'll only start seeing results after like a month or so though. And between you and me, I wasn't taking them when I was down there, okay? Because I forgot them. But hope that gets much better. Thank you. I'm like that too. I have a lot of VTubers I follow, but only watch a few. You're definitely one of my... Oh, she's... Well... Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know. Maybe it's like, is it self-centered of me to say when someone is like, oh, Mavia, you're my Oshi, or like you have people that have the little like bird, like the chick, like Oshi mark in their bio. It makes me really happy. Like I look at that and I'm like, but like I don't know. I don't want to be like overly. I don't know. I don't want to let it get to my head, you know? I think it's important to stay humble. And I don't know. Maybe it's getting to my head. I'm sorry. Someone, Kun Happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Yeah, I forgot medicine. Yeah, I forgot all my medicine. I didn't take any medicine during my trip. Oops, I actually brought it with me, but I just forgot to take it every night. Mavia streaming too much becomes a centaur VTuber or horse. Someone ban Naru? Can we ban Naru for unleashing punomancy into the chat? Can we cull him? Thank you. Mr. 26, thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome to Waffle House to their new hostess. Let's go! I'm so down to host Waffle House. You know what? I would love to be. Can you imagine like being a Waffle House? You know that anime movie where like buildings become like people and they have like their own souls and stuff? I want to be like the soul of a Waffle House. I want to sit down and like watch people like beat the fuck out of each other. I feel like that'd be so funny. What? Among avian VTubers, you're like Oshi Mavia. Well, thank you. I'm not saying like it's like I don't have to be. You know, the fact that you come here and spend time with me means a lot to me, and the fact that you think like, oh, Mavia is like worth my time, and like I love spending time with Mavia, or even like Mavia. For that, I'm very grateful. So thank you, Blaze. Thank you very much for 13 months of member. You are Oshi. Oh, thank you. Get big head. You are amazing. How do I make my head bigger? I wonder if there's like a VTube Studio plugin for that. It'd be wild. I would have done that. But thank you, Outsider. Thank you very much for your 4 months of member, and thank you very much for your support. Waffle House Isekai. When Waffle House Isekai would be an insane Isekai. Can you imagine like? I am a harpy girl that got isekai into the real world, and now I work at Waffle House? Crazy. And I get a waffle? Oh, is that from Waffle House? I thought that was like IHOP or something, which, you know, Canadians don't own, but like, Canadians don't consider as their own, by the way. Ew. I think our rigger has to do that. Yeah, I think so too. I know one person that does that, but it's funny. You're one of the first streamers whose chat I felt comfortable talking and spending time with you is great. I'm really happy to hear that. I also get really nervous about talking in streams, so I hope I can open up the floor to you, and like, I hope you know that sometimes I'm really dumb and I forget to read messages out loud, but I do read every message. And I do know that you're here, even if I forget to greet you. I'm so sorry. You can say hi to me again if I forget, but I think that's already been like stated for a while. But yeah, this is a rubber duck themed gas station. Here, I'll show you some more photos of that. So here's like the rubber duck stand. I think that's like an LED key ring. I didn't actually get a chance to take a long look in here, so we're gonna take a look now. Like, I'm looking at it for the first time. I don't really remember much of it anyways. I don't know why the Mr. Pickles are there. Is that like a Florida thing? Are pickles like a Florida thing? I don't think this is something like I covered during my Florida 101. Someone needs to write an isekai about the entire Waffle House that gets isekai'd at 1 a.m. That reminds me, there's that show, right? I think it's pretty recent. The one about like the entire class that gets isekai'd. That one looks good. I want to try that. That's when the crazies are rolling. I wish I visited a Waffle House. I'm so mad that I didn't. But like, I was told like, just don't go. It's not worth your time and the food's not very good. But like in retrospect, I should have gone just for the meme. I don't know anything special about pickles. You know what? I think pickles are pretty decent. I know a lot of people don't like pickles in their burgers, but I think they're pretty good. No, people don't like people like pickles down here. Also, I don't understand it. Like, really? So it is a Florida thing. Weird. It's for the experience. You're right. You're right. We'll have to get the experience next time. Let's see. I wanted the giant rubber duck. It was so heavy. Like, I don't think it was... Okay, it was definitely hollow, but like the head part wasn't hollow. It was heavy. I don't know if it would float. I feel like it would just because of like the sheer surface area of its rubber duck butt. But like, who knows? Are those snow globes? No, they're balls. Never mind. If they were snow globes, I would have bought one. You know, when I was a kid, I used to have like an absolute obsession with snow globes to the point where like my entire room was just covered in snow globes. I need to find more because I love them a lot. My favorite one is one with like a big lizard. I think he's supposed to be like Merlin or something. With like a long beard, and he's holding a crystal ball. Like, it's like a ball within a ball, right? Balls. And he's holding, like, a big staff. And they're, like, stars inside with the snow. And that was, like, my favorite one. And it's, like, covered... The sides are covered in crystals, and it's a music box. And now I know I'm scared of music boxes, right? But I don't know. It's It's really cool regardless. The food is really good, just depends on personal preference. You think? Tubers, I don't know. I feel like you're getting ratioed by all the friends I had in Florida. They're like, nah. To quote them, Waffle House is some ass. I've been learning their speech. Waffle House is some ass. It's just not fancy food. Okay, fair enough. I want to try it now, because, like, I'm a big, like, Belgian waffle fan. I'm not about to sit here and compare Belgian waffles to Waffle House waffles. I feel like that's blasphemy, and every person from Europe would, like, travel into the isekai with, like, sword and shield in hand and just beat me up. Have you heard of Placid Plastic? Yes. We should do that for membership stream. I need to write that down in the membership. You know what? I always have ideas and I'm like, oh, we should do this. Placid rubber duck. Okay, I've written it down. Because I always forget. I always ask you guys about, like, oh, what should I play? What Zelda game should I play? And then I keep asking again and again, and then I keep forgetting. But it's okay. I got it this time. We got it down. It's okay. We're saved. The duck with the glasses looks iconic. Hey, Konafi, thanks for coming to the stream today. How's it going? Waffle houses in Texas are the best. What's this, like, tribalism with, like, waffle houses in different states? This is so interesting to me. I feel like there's an entire Waffle House culture. I don't know. I feel like maybe the glasses were just decoration, but, like, they're cute. He's cool. He is Bing chilling. Okay. Now let's check out the rest of this. Oh yeah, there's like a deli too, but the deli was unfortunately closed while I was there. Oh, so look at that, yeehaw! That's what I've been calling people from Florida, yeehaws. People from the south. Oh wait, you can't see him. Hold on. Look at that yeehaw! Do you see him? Do you see him? Look at him. Look at him. Do you need me to enhance? I will enhance. Look at him! Look at this guy! I can't tell if that's like a cowboy hat or a Santa hat. Maybe it's a Santa hat, actually. I think it's way funnier to imagine that it's a cowboy hat, though. You heard of the Waffle House disaster index chart? No. What? No, not at all. What? That's crazy. There's a disaster chart for Waffle House. This sounds great. This sounds like a hurricane, like natural disaster chart. It's a state pride thing. I've noticed this. I've noticed, like, everyone I've met from the States, they're always really proud of where they're from, which I think is kind of cool. I wouldn't say... The simulation is breaking. The simulation is breaking. Let's move back. But it is like a natural disaster chart. That's insane. What? Yeehaw. Destiny, thanks for coming to the stream today. Huddle House is like Waffle House. Huddle House? What? Huddle House? I like the duck Christmas tree. The duck Christmas tree is cute. I like the duck Christmas tree a lot. I looked into their duck plushies, but, like, they weren't really for me. But yeah, there was... you know, the ducks were... You can't really see it in this picture, but the ducks were taking up so much space, you couldn't even, like... You couldn't really, like, sit down and have a meal. But I find it funny that they put them there anyways. Like, they kind of just don't care, do they? I don't drink, but I've heard Waffle House is the best drunk food. I don't get hungry when I'm inebriated. Do you guys get hungry when you're drunk? I don't know, it's never happened to me. Have you heard of... Yeah, but no, I hadn't heard of that before you talked to me about it. But basically, if the Waffle Houses are closing, things are about to get bad. But doesn't Waffle House close really late? Isn't that just like a late night thing? Yes, no, maybe? The Waffle House is on code yellow. They moved to their disaster preparedness menu. Code yellow is like a hurricane. And if it's code red, the Waffle House is no longer there. Wait, is this a meme or is this actually a thing? What? So they, like, prepare for disasters and stuff. That's insane. That's... What? The ducks are more important. You're right. They don't care about their customer base. As you can see, there was no one inside here. It was just the ducks. The ducks are their customer base. In Indiana, for many years, Waffle House was branded as Waffle and Steak due to another local restaurant chain already using the name. Ooh, fun fact. Fun Waffle House fact. Thank you. Wait, so did they ever get it back? Did they ever, like, have a slapping competition with the other Waffle House and claim the name? Doing stuff while drunk gets me hungry. Doing stuff while drunk? Is it just, like, you get tired more easily kind of thing? Stomach too upset to eat? Oh, yeah. Some alcohol doesn't sit well with some people's stomachs, huh? I don't know what the Waffle House is, but this sounds whack. Yeah, apparently it's like, okay, so I also just found out what this was when I went down. It's like a fast food restaurant, kind of, but they sell like waffles, and apparently fights and stuff always break out there, and it's like really scuffed. I remember waking up on the floor of a bathroom in my house after I got smashed. My friends left Waffle House for me when I woke up. I devoured it. You know what? Any food probably feels good when I feel like that's different though. Drunk eating and hungover eating is probably very different though, Arlost. Kawaii Takia! It's a duck gas station. It's so cute, right? Okay, let's see what else they had. The nutcrackers were a little weird. I guess they're for painting. They also had duck-shaped tumblers, but they kind of weren't for me. You know what's cute though that I noticed is at all the gas stations I went to in this area, they had like dog treats, which I thought was kind of cute. Never could you find like Cerberus treats at any of like the little grocery stores or anything where I'm from. Oh, you were still drunk. Okay, fair. To call Waffle House fast food is kind of heresy. Is it? It's so I don't know. Is it? I'm sorry. That was my assumption anyways. I thought it was fast food. It's like a big chain, right? But then I guess in the States they have a lot of like chain restaurants too, so that's not something I'm used to seeing. I'm only used to seeing like chain fast food. Yeah, but weirdly enough, the Duck Deli was empty. I'm gonna call it the Duck Deli because it's way funnier to call it the Duck Deli. I don't know why. They had nothing, like one sandwich. I don't even think it came at like an unreasonable time. It was like 11 a.m. Who knows? Who knows? Guess it's the fast food of restaurants. No, it's cooked to order. Oh, it's not fast food. It's cooked to order. Okay, I had no idea. I need to go to Waffle House one of these days if I ever get bored. I feel like you could people watch at Waffle House. That would be fun. I went to the park to people watch, but I'll get into that in a moment. Okay, here we go. But yeah, nothing but this duck. Try specialty pizza. There was no pizza. After 2 p.m, if you need something out of the cold case, please ask at the register. There was nothing there. But no one came. Oh yeah, I saw these. Okay, one of the fun things that I encountered in Florida was like, look at these. Grenade sauce. I think it said, what was it? It's some kind of like, the General's hot sauce. And then when I read the description, it actually was made by like veterans or something. Yeah, veteran owned. There it is. There it's on the tag. I don't know why there were so many like weapon themed objects. I saw like gunshot glasses at one point. Wild. You guys are insane. But you know what? Go off, I guess. It's time to get to work. Here's hoping for you're watching lots of Mavia-chan streaming. Thank you very much. Lots of happy. Terashai. Those bottles are neat. They're so funny. Like, you could definitely put stuff in them and throw them at someone and they'd explode and do a lot of damage. I mean, I think they're cute paraphernalia. That's a different definition of fire in the hole. I'm very sorry, but I've said it anyways. This? It is fire in the hole, huh? Does it have an explosive taste? Oh my gosh, if it's legal, market it. How it be? You know, I didn't try it. I still have to open the, the hot sauces for a stream sometime over the next couple weeks, but these, I don't know, I just thought the fact that they existed was funny. I was visiting America's Geographical Wang. Oh, it does look kind of phallic, doesn't it? I didn't really consider that until now, but I do see it. What I've noticed about like going to the States is they always have like merchandise, but like of their state, like of the shape of their state as it appears on a map, which is kind of strange, don't you think? Guns are pretty popular in Florida. It's kind of ingrained in American culture. Yeah, I woke up one day. I was like, I was in a call working on the visual novel with Yukiro, and suddenly I heard like gunshots at like 11 a.m. Crazy place. And what I said to him was, hey, give me a second. I think I heard gunshots. To which he said, yeah, that's normal though. I was like, you're right, my bad. I don't know, I wasn't too scared, because I would hope that it's not anyone on the property I was staying in, you know? Thought Florida was a gun. You know what? Kind of does look like a gun, doesn't it, Alex? Should have bought one and tried it. I'm kind of regretting it. You know what? I'll ask for one. If I can. It's only $10, right? $9.99 on the little tag. Yeah, it's probably fine. I can ask about it. I'm down. This sounds funny. Mavia survived Florida? Barely. Barely. I feel like I barely survived the trip back from Florida, though. Okay. Next. Oops. So Publix. Any Floridians here? Do you know how many people last time when I asked about where to go in Florida said Publix? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Publix is like a grocery store chain. And it's like, it's pretty nice, you know? Like, it's a pretty nice grocery store chain. They have like, they were very festive. I knew someone that like worked at Publix, and they were always telling me like, okay, like Publix is very like customer first. Like the customer's always right kind of mentality. And they always like, they have, you can ask to get your groceries carried to the car, which is kind of crazy. I didn't even know places still did that, but like, okay. Very like, I don't know, maybe it's like a southern hospitality thing. I just have like, Chris JJ, kon happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. I did have a pub sub. I posted it on Twitter. I forgot to retrieve the image. I did have a pub sub. I had a chicken tender sub, except I didn't put any sauce on it because I thought I didn't need it, and then I put cheese on it and stuff, and jalapenos. At the end, when I reheated it, because I couldn't finish the whole thing, pub subs are huge. I only got like a half one, and I couldn't finish it. I had to cut it in half. So I only ate a quarter when I was there, and then when I got back, I doused all the chicken in buffalo sauce, and it was really good. So if you guys ever want to try pub subs, you gotta get it with the sauce. Best place for a Karen? Surprisingly, I didn't encounter anyone weird when I was there. I was so disappointed. Do you know how long like I spent at random like grocery stores and like random establishments or parks and stuff just waiting for a weirdo to show up? I feel like in the end I was kind of the weirdo though, huh? The birthplace of Florida man, Publix. Yeah, you know the little Publix bakery. Like a baby comes out of the you put a bread in, a baby comes out of the oven. Newest Florida man, babe, new Florida man just dropped. You should wear an I survived Florida badge. I wonder if they have that. They probably have those online, huh? I'd love that. Go to Walmart in Florida. Did I even end up hitting a Walmart? I think I did. But not at night. So I didn't see anyone weird. I just saw like a bunch of like teenagers and like 20-year-olds just hanging out and like standing around, which was kind of like, I don't know, they're probably nice, but like I'm not good with people. I'm not good with like big groups of humans, right? So it was a little scary. Mavia out here trying to debate a Florida man. You know what, hidden secret? Florida, you know what? I will debate the Florida man into thinking I'm a hot onesan. Went to Florida once. The roads are insanely long, straight and black. I know, right? It's kind of freaky, isn't it? As I was flying down one of the highways, right? Like, it seemed to go on forever. Cause there's this one, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. There's one really long highway called Alligator Alley. Or like, it's just like a stretch that like, it cuts right into the swamp. It seemed to go on forever, you know? Mavia Florida man sighting. I guess that's a Florida man right there, huh? In the picture. 2 Florida men. How many can you spot? This has become like Where's Waldo, but for Florida men. Publix routinely have men carrying alligators walk inside. Why? You know what? I feel like that was supposed to be a joke, but I would believe it. Florida roads sure are boring. They do, I don't know. They're very flat. I don't think it was all that interesting. It feels like you're driving, like, it looks like, I don't know, from what I could see from above, like you're driving on like highways constantly. And I feel like that in itself, because of all the different lanes, seems pretty stressful. I don't know. Not the only thing there that's very flat. Like this, like the land's flat. Chandler, kon happy. I don't know what the roads are called, but I remember riding in a car for about an hour or two, just driving in a straight line, some trees to the side. Yeah, it was exactly like that. Okay, so Publix, good. You know what? I will give my verdict about Publix. It's kind of just a grocery store, but like the products inside are good. It's kind of like a Whole Foods, or like oh no, what's the British equivalent? It reminds me of it's something and something. No, I used to go all the time. What is it called? Comparing it to Asda would be like heresy. It's a lot nicer than that. Okay, supermarket chains in the United Kingdom. I wanted to say It gives me like Sainsbury vibes. You know what I mean? Or Marks and Spencer. Like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's nice. It's high end. I know we have some British. Ew, I just got. I'm kidding. We have some British people, so maybe that's a better comparison. Waitrose. I don't know. It's been so long since I've been there. It was nice though. Like the food, the quality of the food was very good. Like up there in terms of like. One of my favorite things in London was like going to have food at like the grocery store, because like the food was solid. Like the instant meals were very solid for sure. British people have the British Tomarvies can recover soon. Oi mate, do you have a harpy license? A license? I have a license to fly? No, it's okay. You're not gonna rat me out to the cops, right? You're not gonna rat me out to the FBI, right? Okay. I think it's time we change slides. Overall, like... Okay, let me get my verdict. Overall, pretty good. Public sub. I'm just not a sub person. All the power to you if you are. I'm so sorry. Someone had to say it. No one should be putting meatballs in a sub. They're just gonna roll out. Okay? No one should be putting meatballs in a sub. I saw so many people order the meatball sub. You guys have problems, okay? What would that Canadian equivalent be? It's kind of like a Whole Foods. I feel like there's no like good equivalent. It's kind of like a Whole Foods. Yeah, that's probably your best bet. What about meat cubes? Meat cubes? What? Meat cubes? Oh, you mean like putting in cubes? I feel like you're better off putting them in like tetrahedrons or something. You know what I'm saying? Like at least if you put them like that, they have like a side. They have like a flat side to lay on. You know what I mean? Because if you bite into a cube, right, it's gonna squish out the side. I don't know why, but something tells me a tetrahedron would solve this problem. Prefer meat spheres? Why would you prefer meat spheres? Meatball sub is my favorite sub from Subway. Get out of here, Vincent. No Subway enjoyers in my chat. I ordered the ultimate sub or Italian. I only had the one. I did have a lot of their like deli stuff though. They had waffle fries once. They had these like corn. What are they called? There's like some southern term for them. They're like corn and potato, like almost like hash brown ball looking things. Those were good. They make it soggy, not gonna lie, but I like them separate. You know what? Fair enough. If meatball subs are wrong, then I don't want to be right. But why would you put meatballs in there? Why don't you just make it into a hamburger? And you might say, oh, but it's not enough meat to bite into. Make it a thick hamburger. What? I want tessellated meat sandwich. They only have those in the Void, unfortunately. You're gonna have to go to a Void supermarket for one of those. Triangles are the least edible shape. No, they're not. Because think about this. Like, how many sandwiches do you see, like, they cut open the bread and they, like, leave the other side hanging? You know what I mean? So it's like the bread has a hinge, and then you put the triangular thing on it. Like, the triangular shape, or, like, the tetrahedron. One side laying flat, and then, like, you put the side close. You put the point by, like, the hinge of the sandwich, and then like it fits perfectly. It's probably aesthetically pleasing to look at too. The least edible shape is star shape. I think star shape's like a good shape though. You know what I mean? Because like, think about star fruit. If you like cut a star fruit, right? You can like eat all the little ends and then just pop the little circle into your mouth. Make it those long Vietnamese subs with pork patties. I've actually never had a Vietnamese sub. Now that's heresy. What do you mean that's heresy? Sandwiches can be cut into triangles. Yeah, but like that's different. Like when you think of a sub, you think like those like thick breads, right? Like whole wheat or whatever. Hello, Mavia, welcome back. Thank you so much for 13 months a member of Dark Aqua. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support and thank you. I'm glad to be back. The least edible shape is the dented sphere. What the hell is a dented sphere? Hold on. I feel like if you want to put like sauce in it, you could. There's an angle for this. There's an angle for this. I see. Like you could like spoon sauce into it, and it could be very avant-garde. Okay, if you want to do this with your meatball in your sandwich, I'm fine with this. This is interesting. You know, this is like some sculptural kind of stuff. I don't sandwiches, but I do agree that meatballs are kind of overkill. Okay, meatballs, and another thing that I encountered when I was in Florida. Guys, carbs on carbs. Macaroni and cheese on pizza. Macaroni and cheese in sandwiches. What is wrong with you guys? What? What? Why would you? That's so, like, you could at least balance it out, have like a bit of a lighter sandwich. I don't know why you'd want to feel like you're shitting bricks after. Like, what? Well, pardon my foul language, but like, I really can't think of any other way to explain it other than you're gonna feel like there's a brick or like concrete being poured into your stomach that you're gonna have to defecate later. There's something I also don't understand. I also want mac and cheese on its own. Exactly! Why don't you just have mac and cheese on its own? If mac and cheese isn't interesting enough for you, you can add something to it. You can add like fried chicken or something. Ham, meatballs. You know, this is a good place for meatballs. You can put the meatballs in here, okay? We built different. I don't want this. How many carbs do you need? Are you like, if you're like a trucker or like, actually now that I think about it, do you have to be really buff to be a trucker? I guess you're like, okay. Are truckers expected to move what they're carrying on their own? You know what I mean? Like, let's say you arrive at the destination, you drive your truck, you drive your truck all the way to your destination. Are you expected to unload, that's the word, unload all the merchandise as well? No, yeah, I didn't think so. So you don't even have to be buff to be a trucker. You could be like a skinny gamer trucker. I'm too Southeast Asian for this. No, I feel you. Don't worry. I hope it's still fun to talk about though. And if you don't understand something, do ask. I want you to feel included for sure. No, people do it for you. That's what I thought, Icy Baron. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming to the stream. Nope. Yeah. Sometimes. Really? Whiskey. Like I said hi earlier. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Matarok. Pete, thanks so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. You will eat the fried mac and cheese balls. Oh, okay. You see, that's good. But that's different. That's different, Mantarok. This sounds good because it's not like an excessive amount of like carbs on your carbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking more of roadies. Here, let me search up what a roadie is. I feel like I didn't find the accurate definition of a dented sphere. Roadies. My apologies. I sound a little bit stuffy still. I'm still kind of sick. Yeah, I contracted the bubonic plague from the kid, one of the people I was staying with. He was really sweet, but he made me so sick. But every time he came up to like show me something or he wanted to say hi, I didn't want to say no to him because he was such a good, kind little child. Oh, kids, grr. Okay. Snack? What is it? Roadies. Oh, these. Okay, what are these? Peri chicken. What are these shapes? Oh, are they like crackers? Seriously, crispy, fearless flavor. Baked, not fried. I see baked, not fried, and I'm instantly out of there. You know, I have so much trauma from my dad trying to feed me baked Lays as a child. Can I just say, if you buy baked Lays, I'm gonna ban you instantly. If one day I find out you're in this community and you unironically enjoy baked Lays, I have to kick you. Like, there's no debate. It's so disgusting to me. I don't know what has to be wrong with your taste buds to enjoy something like that. Why would he? I don't know, because... Okay, my father is, exceedingly harpy, or I guess the equivalent, for humans is exceedingly Asian. Can never pass up a good deal at one of those wholesale stores, like Costco or something. Everything I eat, he'll buy like stuff in bulk. The problem is there's only 2 of us, right? So everything he buys, we're gonna eat that, like the exact same thing for like the next month. I don't know why, but I guess Lay's... You know what? Baked Lays should be on sale. No one should be buying them. I hope those things go to the landfill. Usually I'm an environmentalist, all about sustainability. No, there's no way. I don't even think like a plant could derive nutrients from baked Lays. Disgusting. I feel like most of your traumas from your father's greatest intentions. He's trying. He is a character. You know they're called walkers in my area of residence. Oh my gosh, wait, the funny... Yeah, I still remember. I remember when I was studying in the UK and I had walkers. I don't know why, though. Like, is it me or are walkers just not as salty as, like, Lay's chips? I think it's probably just, like, a different market, right? So they're a little less salty? Thoughts on Pringles? Pringles are pretty bad. In my opinion, you should just have chips that are like cut from the chip, not mashed into a pulp. Like some kind of horror film. Like, we shouldn't subject... I believe in potato rice. I think you should just cut them up. It's more humane. You know what I think are the best, though? I really enjoy sweet potato chips. I think those are the best. But, like, if we're talking about, like, chip flavors, I always like classic Lay's. But my favorite are, like, Cheetos. But, like, I don't like any, like, cheese... Like, cheese, Lay's, Ruffles, any of that. I think Doritos suck. I don't really know why people like Doritos so much. Why is it associated with the gamer brand so much? The Kettle brand is really great baked, but not the Lay's. I was gonna say, I feel like Kettle's pretty decent. I don't really have any qualms with, like, Kettle baked, either. It's just, like, baked Lay's. What else was there? Baked Ruffles, Doritos. They had that phase. No way they still sell these, right? Let me search this up, hold on. No way they still sell baked Ruffles and Lay's, right? No. 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 They've expanded. No. No, they've expanded. 50% less fat grilled vegetable oven baked Lay's. I'm sorry. I looked at them and I had a visceral reaction to it. I started to gag when I saw that. That sounds awful. I think vegetables grilled are already kind of bad, don't you think? Edes? Is that how you say that? Normally Doritos are, or the lime ones are good. All others are gross, especially Cool Ranch. I feel so sick now. Gods. Helgo Spartan, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Bit late, but happy new year. Harpy new year to you as well. Thank you so much for dropping by and hanging out with us. What about Miss Vicky's? Miss Vicky's is good. Miss Vicky's is really good. I think their salt and vinegar a little heavy on the vinegar, but otherwise very solid chip. I think the texture is good. If it doesn't cut your mouth, it's not a real chip. I'm happy everyone at MS. Welcome back, Royland. We're just talking about chips in Publix. What else? What other, like, American snacks did I try? I'm just thinking. I went to this place called World Market. That was interesting. They have a lot of, like, different... As you can imagine, a lot of, like, different products from around the world. Mostly, like, food products in the back. I tried, like, a bunch of British chips. The British ones were, like, surprisingly okay. I did, like, a... we did, like, a tier list of... like, a bunch of different, like, salt and vinegar chips. That was fun. I tried garlic and vinegar. That was pretty good. I liked that. Weird combination, right? You'd think it wouldn't work. It was some, like, Spanish brand. You ate half of the gamer's diet? Like, half of the game? What do you mean by half of the gamer's diet? My diet is... if I'm eating the food, it's instantly a gamer diet. I don't know what you're talking about. So you have to try any hostess stuff, like ding-dongs and ho-hos? Hostess stuff? Oh, you mean like Twin Peaks or something? I really wanted to go to Twin Peaks, but none of the guys wanted to go with me. They all got embarrassed. I was like, but I want to go. So we didn't end up going. I was really sad about it. I really wanted to go. But, like, I guess that's the thing when you're hanging out with friends, right? Like, you don't want to, like... I guess it is my big... I feel like I could have pressed a little harder. I really wanted to go. But I have to go next time for sure. I did see a really hot girl, but I'll get into that in a moment. Try Twinkies? Did I try Twinkies? I don't think so. I had a Twix bar for the first time in a really long time, though. I had Twix, which is solid. They have it here, too. What else did I try? Snacks. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of, like... I tried, like, cheese... What are they called? Cheez-Its? I know they have, like, the base flavor in Alkmaar, but they don't have the... What is it called? They don't have... They don't have, like, all the specialty stuff, like white cheddar and whatever. So I tried a bunch of those. Those were pretty okay. What else did I try? Cape Cod chips? Aren't those, like, also a product of Canada? I thought that was really strange. It said made in the US, but product of Canada. Very, very strange stuff. Oh, Hostess is the brand that makes Twinkies. I severely misunderstood. I apologize. Hot girl. I did see a hot girl. I didn't know Canadians lacked so many staple American food. Monster Kingdom diff. Getting anything imported to the monster world is so difficult. Already moving on from your ex, I'm proud. Don't talk about Kent. We don't talk about Kent here. He doesn't deserve our time or attention anymore. I actually, like, after I got back, I sat down and I finished the route. Because the game comes with 2 games. It comes with Later and Crowd. Amnesia Later and Amnesia Crowd. I finished both for Kent. It was not worth, like, the $30 I paid for it. But, go off, Otome fans. Go crazy. Has more flavors for reals? Yeah, way more flavors of stuff in the US. Especially, like, chip flavors. What did I even try? I feel like I didn't really try anything that new. You know what I did try? I tried, like, a Kinder Surprise, but, like, the American version. Where, like, half of it's chocolate and half of it's like the toy, which was like weird, right? Because the toy is still a choking hazard, right? But I got like an Avatar toy. I got a, what are they called, Banshee? A little tiny Banshee, but I lost it while I was down there. How do you see you in 2023 as well? Hey Han, happy. Gotta go studying for your exam. Good luck. Love the snack conversation. Looking forward to comfy Mavia streams this year. Thank you, Han. I'm looking forward to it too. Thank you. Let's just at least reorganize to keep making Twinkies. Now I want to try a Twinkie. I feel like Twinkies sound good. What did I try though? Oh, I tried, what is it called? Flake? I tried Flake. It was okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like, something about like having excessive air in a food is like really uncomfortable. It's like, what's a good example of this? Like croutons is a good example. Cause like you could argue like excessive air in a food like marshmallow, right? But like, it doesn't have the same kind of like multiple really thin layers of like a hard object. Twinkies are like the definition of mid. Everyone has polarizing opinions when it comes to candy. I don't really like candy, to be honest. I think because I grew up not having much of it. My parents tried to make sure that I was like a really healthy little hatchling, so I wasn't allowed to have a lot of candy growing up. You know what I did have for the first time in like 20 years though? No, maybe not 20, like 15. Pop-Tarts. I had Pop-Tarts. I used to have Pop-Tarts every single day, and I got so fat. Crazy, right? Twinkies have a half-life of 10,000 years. Twinkies make me curious. I haven't had one before. You know, now I'm curious about them too, if you say they're good. I eat the toys, there isn't enough chocolate to fill me. Portal Master, don't worry. Like a seagull in the Pacific, you will be filled up forever by delicious plastic. Fat Mavi. Whoa. No. Fat Mavi here, okay? Jojo, happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. It's nice to see you. I only like those rainbow strips these days. Like fruit by the foot. I need fruit by the foot. I haven't had fruit by the foot in forever. I had Airheads for the first time in a while, too. I feel like all this stuff I had, like, when I was really little, because I used to visit the States a lot when I was little. So I just had things that were, like, nostalgic to me. But now I'm kind of wishing that I got a little more experimental with it. You should always be glad you didn't have an American diet. I guess to an extent I am. I always thought I ate really unhealthily. Like, my doctor for a while, I was seeing like a dietitian, and she's like, what do you eat? Why do you think you're so unhealthy? And I was like, well, I had pasta for breakfast with tomato sauce and meat. And then I had an apple. And then I had chicken and rice, but it had a lot of soy sauce in it, so that's probably a lot of salt. And I had, like, spinach, like a little bowl of spinach. And then I had pudding for dessert. She's like, I don't know why you're saying you're eating unhealthily. And I was like, that's crazy. But then, do you know where I did go? I didn't take photos, but I went to Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel was an interesting experience. I went to Cracker Barrel and Red Robin for the first time. I went up to Red Robin on my first night, and it was not good. My food came cold twice. They had a limited, I think maybe it's still there. They had like a limited edition, like fondue burger, where you dip your burger into like a cheese dip, but it was cold, so the cheese wasn't even melted, and it was just like pieces of plasticky cheese sticking to my burger. And then I had to get them to remake it twice, and then by the time they had like finished serving me twice, I was already full, so I ended up taking it home and eating it later. It was very depressing. Damolaharo, happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. I only realized you're supposed to toast your Pop-Tarts like a year ago. I don't understand. Like, okay, some people, right, really insist that Pop-Tarts are better like cold. I met someone, they say Pop-Tarts are better frozen. Try that. Like, what? There's jam inside. You want that warmed up, weirdo. No, they did you dirty. Yeah, it was bad. I would not go again. If I'm talking like louder than usual too, I'm pretty sure I got like an ear infection or something. I can't hear out of one of my ears. So I've just become like an old angry Ohio grandmother. Pop-Tart block. I'm gonna Pop-Tart gatekeep right now. A freezer makes a texture. Okay, someone ban Cooley. Someone ban Cooley. Get them out of here. We have some like actual heretics in the chat. People heat Pop-Tart. What is wrong with you guys? Yes, oh, by the way, when I was growing up, I only had the berry flavor. That's my favorite. The birthday cake one looks really cute. Flavor, bad. Any like chocolate ones? I think there was a chocolate one, bad. The only good flavor is the berry one. I had that ear problem when I was sick too, weird. Yeah, I don't know. My ear's just been kind of gross, so. Red Robin sucks. Traveled an hour to reach one. I was super disappointed. Try Culver's. Well, should have tried Culver's while you were here. I tried Culver's. I went to Ford. What is it? Ford's. The Ford's place. Ford's Garage. That was like pretty decent, I thought. Had a burger there too. Ford's Garage was like not bad. I think the quality of the meat was like pretty good. Like the quality of all the ingredients was pretty solid. It was a bit on like the pricier end for what they were giving you though, in my opinion. Hilly, Kanapi, thank you so much for joining the Tomo Harpies. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our little family. I hope you enjoy your stay. I think the frozen Pop-Tarts are mostly for the dessert ones. I can imagine like if you're trying to chop them up to put them like with ice cream or something, you could like chop up like a bunch of Pop-Tarts. Strawberry is always good. Cinnamon was always my choice. Sorry, that's Mama Harpy flew in and she wanted to go out and do some stuff outside and she has to go through my room to get there. Had to go on a camping trip where we were forced to have soggy Pop-Tarts. That's so depressing. That sounds like the worst camping trip ever. I feel like camping trips can so easily be ruined by food. Like, what's a good example? Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking of an example. When I was like 10, I went on a camping trip, the rest of my class, and there was one girl in charge of the rice, and she messed it up so bad. It was like, it wasn't, you know, like it was so watery that like, it wasn't like porridge, but it was like gelatinous. Terrible night. Terrible night. Worst camping experience of my life. Instantly ruined by the food. And we could have made it so much easier too. Like what if we just brought like sandwiches to eat? We could even toast this. We could like put the sandwiches on sticks and toast them over the fire or something. Maybe that would work. Just like Papa. Wow, even better than Papa. You know, like nice and charred on the outside. Brown sugar and not maple. Ford's Garage. Yeah, it's an interesting theme, but I had an undercooked hamburger last time and it made me sick. That's terrifying. You guys have so many bad experiences with these places. I don't think I went to... Did I go to Culver's? What else did I try? I tried Chick-fil-A. Culver's. I have to say, Chick-fil-A is pretty good. I don't really see a reason to go out of my way to go. I tried the breakfast. I tried like the regular one and the breakfast just because it was there and there was like nothing else there. The other fast food stuff had closed down around it. I guess it went out, you know, survival of the fittest kind of thing. I'm a Mavia NS. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, wait. It took me a second to realize you weren't talking about me. I wanted to be mommy, but I am not mommy. Those are the only ones I preferred eating toasted. I didn't know there was a maple one. That sounds good. Brown sugar sounds good. It's Zaxby's? Zaxby's? There's a lot of stuff they didn't have where I was, weirdly enough. Zaxby's. What's the food like? Here, let's take a look. Okay, this looks good. This is like chicken wings and stuff. I don't really like chicken wings usually. I don't know. Not that I have like... Not that they make me like uncomfortable or something to eat. I'm just not a fan of like why would I go through all the trouble of eating the meat off of like a chicken bone when I can just eat a chicken tender? You know what I'm saying? I am new Alex Konapi. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now, but I hope you enjoy your stay. We're just talking about my trip and like random stuff too. And Domi, thank you very much for 14 months a member. Walk. It's a fried chicken place. Yeah, it looked pretty good. I just pulled up a picture. It doesn't look too bad. You're not mommy. You're Aunt Mavia. Aunt. I guess I am an aunt. This is true. Although my nieces are adorable. I love them so much. Zaxby's serves tendies. Okay, you know what? I would be down to try Zaxby's next time. So So is it like widespread? I didn't even like, no one was talking about it. Maybe they just didn't have it where I was. It was that Mavia Lucastre DJ CMX con happy. Hisashiburi desu ne. Hisashiburi. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now, but I'm really sniffly. But I'm glad you're here, and welcome. It's nice to see you. How are you doing? I had Zaxby's. Okay, now you're making me jealous. Now I want fried chicken. Bone chicken has less meat and also that really hard parts of the chicken. Tendons, maybe? Yeah. Like the cartilage parts. Or like, are you talking about the parts of the meat where like where you bite into it and it's like you're eating along the meat and suddenly it's like kind of tough? Yeah, I don't like that either. Is this squirrel cute? Squirrel emoji's pretty cute. I feel like there are a lot of really good like emojis, especially like YouTube/Twitter, like Twitter/Discord emojis. I think are like the best. They look the cleanest. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Paul Rito. What else did I try? So yeah, I had that fondue burger and some drinks. You know what? I had like a strawberry lemonade at Red Robin. That was pretty good. The drinks are pretty decent. Yeah, aren't they like endless too? Like you can get like endless refills. Cause I remember thinking it was expensive, but I got one refill, so I guess it was worth it. But I don't think I would go back to Red Robin. It was pretty bad. So I had the Chick-fil-A breakfast. Chick-fil-A breakfast, honestly, really good. Could I have it again? I don't know. It's so out of the way. You know what I mean? Maybe, like, it was good. I'm just a big Popeyes stan, so I don't know if I can really... It's hard. The chicken minis were really good, though. I had them once. I just had them once, and I wish I had them again. But I never woke up that early. Neko H, kon happy. Thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Is that how you say that, or just H? A bird eating a bird? We do a little bit of cannibalism in these parts. There's a local chain called PDQ that is similar to Zaxby's. Has a bunch of different dipping sauces. PDQ. Oh, PDQ looks good. I would have PDQ. Wait, this looks tasty. Where can you find PDQ? Is this a Florida thing as well, or where's this from? The fries at Robin were cold and bland. Yeah, they suck. Chick-fil-A breakfast it's so good. It's so good. Oh, how's my day going? It's going well, thank you. I'm glad that I just get to relax with everyone. What's up, gamers? Cloud Konapi, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. We're just relaxing and talking about my trip and just hanging out. Olive Garden, Unlimited Bread Works. Unlimited Bread Works. Honestly, I've never been a fan of Olive Garden. I don't know what it is. I'm like a house-made, like in-house made pasta enthusiast. I need the highest quality pasta only. I feel like I'm not really that particular about a lot of things. Like, I'm willing to have like fast food burger with the bread being, or like the brioche being kind of mid, you know? But like with pasta, it has to be good. Has to be. Started in Tampa. It's in Central Florida. Oh. I don't know why I think I heard about it. I never ended up going. Now there are a lot of things that like I'm gonna bother. I'm gonna bother my people about it and ask them why they didn't take me to these places. Limited Breadwork should be the name of a bakery chain. They should do like collabs with like VTubers and like anime. That'd be cool. Like, can you imagine you have like Archer's face baked into like your focaccia? I know, it's their food. If their fettuccine feels like it came out of a microwave, damn, you guys have, you know, it's deserved 100%. All the shade you're throwing at it, but damn, you guys are really killing all these chain restaurants, huh? I'd love a Zaxby's VTuber collab. That'd be crazy. I don't know if it really matches their target audience, though. I didn't really have too much to say about this image other than it's cheese. I don't even remember why I took this image, but all I remember was I was just so excited that there was cheese. Oops. I was just so excited that there was cheese that like I guess I just took this photo in the heat of the moment. I don't remember taking it, and I don't remember why I took it. I think I was just so excited about seeing so many different so many different varieties that I just took a photo and then it instantly forgot. Cheese. That's it. That's the photo. It's cheese. They have a nice selection of cheese. You know what I did have when I was down there though? Like a bunch of different like homemade preserves with like crackers and brie. That was like my go-to when I was like tired and didn't want to like go out for food or make food. You took it to make us jealous over the cheese. Exactly, Alex. You're right. You're right. Perfect. Perfect. Le fromage. Le fromage. Uh-huh. Those chains suck. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing about chains, right? Like, a lot of them are so focused on keeping everything consistent that it's, like, just consistently bad. Can I just say, though, like, I know you guys heard about my San Fran trip last time. Red Lobster sucks. I'm sorry. Cheddar biscuits are fine, but you can, like, buy those without going to Red Lobster, you know? Some fancy cheeses in there. You know, I'm kind of wishing I bought, like, an entire block, but I don't think you can travel with cheese, right? Looks like there are a ton of PDQs in Tampa and Orlando next time you're in either area. I know I told you guys I was gonna go to Orlando, but I didn't end up going because I was like, I'd rather save money. Because I want to go to Holiday Matsuri, right? But then one of the things is I wasn't sure like how safe I felt going to like a big event. That was one of the things. The other thing was like I looked on paper. Like I did like before I went, I like budgeted the whole trip, right? I was like, I could spend like extra time in Miami, or I could just spend like a night. Like I could spend an extra like 3 days in Miami, or I could spend an extra night in Orlando. And I was like, well, then the choice is obvious, isn't it? So I'll have to save up again next time for like a nice Orlando trip. And that, and like, can I just say, the theme parks are so expensive. I was looking at the passes online, like one pass just to Animal Kingdom or something was like $75. Because I wanted to go to the Avatar ride. I don't know if you guys know, but the Avatar like experience thing, you can buy like banshees or like the bird looking mounts that they have. And you can buy one and it's like a little like animatronic puppet that you can put on your shoulder. And I really wanted one. But like, I don't know, I couldn't justify like the $75 to get in just so I could go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Disney is expensive. Yeah, right? It's crazy. Cheddar biscuits are okay and everything else they should have just left in the sea. Yeah, I think it would have been better off still alive, I'm not gonna lie. You look like an angel. Ah, thank you. I'm no angel. I'm a monster. You know? But I wasn't entirely lying. Ta-da. Well, if it's your first time here. I'm a harpy. Ta-da. Harpy VTuber, Mavia Lucastre. Oh. There we go. Hold on. I'm now frozen VTuber, Mavia Lucastre. There we go. Ah, okay. We should be good now, but I will get a little closer again. See, I have little talons and stuff. See if I can... go. No, never mind. That's all we got, sorry. Cute harpy. Angel harpy. I'm no angel. I'm your devil. Most angelic harpy I'll ever meet. No, I'm evil and mean and cruel. You're a PNG tuber for a second. I devolved. I undigivolved just like in Survive. I went back to my base form. Con happy me now, killer cow. Con happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Ow! Get my wing on my microphone. Horrifying monster bear. Go! Exactly. You know what? I spent like 3 hours in a Barnes and Noble just like holding on to like dragon and like monster and dinosaur figures going. And then I pick another one up and I'd be like, this one would definitely sound like. And then like the bird one would be like. Or like something. I don't know, I can't do it now because my throat's sore, but like, you know? People looked at me and they're like I was absolutely insane, but I was having so much fun. And then there was this fire dragon and I was like, it would have like a low voice to be like, you know what I mean? and then there was this, I had like a sea serpent. That I used to play with as a kid, and it would have this like deep voice, and it would be like, "What's wrong with her? She's a VTuber. Shut up!" And it would be like, "I am the master of the seas," and then it would be like, "Roar," or something, you know? So like kids' bathing time, but it's so fun to play with figures. As I was cleaning for the move, right, I hid away from everyone, and I played with them all for a little bit because a lot of them I'm gonna donate, right? So I want to make some lasting memories with them. It wasn't bathing time. I wasn't naked. I was fully clothed, luckily. Breathe with a roar. Ta-da. He's the cow. Toy Story 3 moment. You know, Toy Story, I couldn't watch Toy Story after the first one because it made me so sad as a kid. I was like, I could never throw away the toys. They're my friends. I could never treat them like that. I have to make sure that they're going to, like, a place where people are going to love them, you know? So I'm trying to, like, give a lot of the toys I have to, like, my parents, like, friends, kids, and stuff, so that hopefully they're going to good homes where they'll be loved a lot. You know? Actual harpy knows this too. To anyone new here, this is why she's my Oshi. Welcome. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored, NS. Thank you. Thank you for the fantastic introduction. You're one of the cutest monster girls I've ever seen. Wait a minute. I shouldn't be proud of this. I'm supposed to be scared. Cool and refined, and I'm a lady and mature. This is why you're one of my Oshis, Mavia. Well, now you're just saying that to make me feel embarrassed. Kids will break them anyway, so I hoard my toys. I'm keeping a bunch. I have, like, display shelves for, like, a lot of them. But they're, like Polly Pockets and stuff I'm not gonna keep. I found out, like, I was a crazy child. I owned, like... I remember, like, I unlocked, like, a memory when I was cleaning. Like, my entire... What I used to play, like, my favorite, like... You know how some people have, like, ongoing stories? My ongoing story was I had Polly Pockets, and they were, like, Pokemon and, like, Bakugan trainers. And they would, like... They would like serve like patron gods that were like had like a phoenix, like a big phoenix figure, and like an ocean serpent figure, and then they would do like battles, and then they would like fight to the death. This is what I did as a kid. I was an insane child, and then like because like the Bakugan figures I had were so big, they'd have to ride around in all-terrain vehicles to like follow the battles like they were kaiju. I always grow way too attached to my belongings and unwilling to do any cleanup self-donation. Yeah, but then you have no room for like new stuff. So I feel like I haven't been buying a lot of new stuff, right? By the way, you know what happened? They reopened pre-orders for that octopus girl figure that I really wanted, so I got it, and now it's time to pay shipping, and shipping's $200. So that's painful. But Red, Happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Buying anything from Japan is so expensive, huh? The figure itself's like 400 or something. However, hear me out. You might think I'm a big money spender, a big money waster, but I promised myself after my portfolio / application were done that I would buy it for myself as like a gift. So that's why. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. You know what I did get with it though? I'm getting a Eurocamp bento box, so hopefully we can do more bento streams, you know? Shipping is ridiculous these days. Import tax. Yeah, no, import taxes are insane. I feel like that's the worst part about getting anything shipped. It's not that much different from going to, like... It's crazy to think that, like, ordering online's not that much different from, like, going to your local hobby shop and just, like, getting it. Because you're basically paying, like, the shipping price when you go into, like, one of those shops, right? Don't even get me started on, like, paying customs and, like, duty on, like, certain, like, stuff. Like, merchandise, like, clothes and stuff. Ugh, horrible. That's like 120 hot and ready pizzas. Dust, I see you have your priorities straight. I respect. The yen is lowest it has been. That's why you gotta buy. Everyone, buy. We gotta. Don't worry, guys. We as a community can single-wingedly save the Japanese economy. Okay, hold on. Let's see what else. Guys, okay, so I had this fantastic locally caught, like freshly caught octopus when I was in Miami. I'm never gonna stop talking about it. It was this restaurant in South Beach called Amalia. Please, if you live like in Miami around there, please search it up. The guys inside are so nice. It's like usually I'm really like wary of like hotel restaurants, right? Because usually they're really overpriced and the food's kind of mid. No, this was really expensive, but the food was so good. The food was fantastic. I've never had such good and buttery octopus in my life. And it came with this like nice like citrus avocado spinach salad with like a cream sauce. Oh, like Like, look at that. My stomach's growling just thinking about it. It was so good. Octopus on guac. It was basically octopus on guac, and then with some like really nice, like really buttery potatoes in the back. You can kind of see them up there. Fantastic. Guactopus. They killed Calamardo. He had it coming, Leo. He had it coming. Wanted to buy genuine Kamen Rider belts from Japan, but then I remember I don't actually have a job to buy stuff for myself. You know what I've been thinking about recently? I don't think it's like that bad of an idea to have a part-time job just for the sake of like... having money. You know what's like actually 500 IQ though, Roylan? Like... seriously, like consider the following. So you know how I've been buying a lot of model kits lately? The model kit shop, I asked if they were hiring, because think about this. Not only are they giving me money, but they would probably give me a staff discount. Right? Right? So it's smart. You just gotta be smart about where you're working, Raylan. What if you worked at your local anime shop? You could just ask them to import the Kamen Rider stuff for you. And they're paying you to be there. And you're gonna be surrounded by anime merch and touch it and get all that serotonin. Don't make me hungry, I already ate. I'm sorry, Miguel, it had to be done. Yamafuji, Konhappy, thanks so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Welcome back, Mavi. Thank you so much. How have you been doing, Mavia, with the 5D chess thinking? You know what? 100 IQ, what can I say? Oh my god, speaking of 100, Lass. Well, here's to ease some of that shipping burden. Shipping is always a pain. Lass, you always spoil me. Thank you. Thank you very much for your generous donation. Wow, well, now I feel bad. Now I can't spend this money on the shipping stuff. Now I feel like I should be spending this money on like charity or what? No, maybe not charity. I'm not that nice. Like I feel like I should be rationing this money now. But thank you very much for your generosity. It means a lot to me, and yeah. That's assuming they're hiring. Well, okay. Well, Hilly, you just gotta shoot your shot. Cause like they didn't have a sign that said that they were hiring at the model shop that I usually go to, but they did say we're just accepting resumes. So it sounded like they were interested. I guess Harpy Girl is good advertising for anime shop. Isn't 100 IQ average? Whoosh sploosh? I can't say. Is it? I thought like 140 was average or something. Or does that mean you're smart? I don't think I fall on that scale. Spend it on the shipping. I'm gonna have to spend a bit on shipping soon as well. Aye, sir. Thank you very much for your generosity. And thanks for being here to mod as well. I always really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. You too, Leo, if you're still around and not dead from dyes of octopus. If only 140 is average, 100 IQ is in the average range. Really? I thought like 80 IQ, like you didn't know how to breathe or something. I don't know anything about IQ. I never look into it. 145 plus is genius. Because I feel like, aren't there those like IQ tests online? Are they just trying to like, they're just trying to like make you feel better, right? Like, oh, your IQ's like 160 or something when you take this IQ test online. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, working hard. Oh, pat. Good mods, good boys. Very, very good boys. Thank you very much for all your help. Well, 60 IQ is required to understand how farming works. So, like, has our IQ gotten, like... What I don't understand is... So, has our... Wait. Has our IQ gotten higher? Like, humans' capacity to think. I'm not talking about, like, over the course of evolution, right? I'm talking about, like, over the course of, like, the past few hundred years. So, I don't think there's that much of, like, a difference in like, our like in like humans like physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? You need an IQ test to be administered by a psychologist. Now I want to take one, but like I also kind of part of me would rather not know. Like what if I'm really stupid? And he's like the guy you take advantage of at poker night. It's a scale that shifts based on average. 100 is that average. Oh, Slingo, thank you so much for 4 months of member. Hello, Kanapi, I'm doing well, thank you. This is the effect called the Flynn effect. It's kind of more complicated than it's meant to be. Because I was gonna say, like, is it knowledge that has just gotten, like the baseline for like general knowledge has gone up, or is it like IQ that has gone up? Like if you showed, like if you stole a newborn baby from like what the medieval ages, right, and slapped it into the American schooling system. By the way, if that ever happens to that baby, I'm so sorry. Like, do you think that baby would have the capacity to learn at the same rate, or would he be like unable to hold a job and become a bard for the rest of his life? People on average are more educated. Okay, that's what I thought, Hilly. But like, it's kind of fun to think about, right? The more stimulation you're exposed to from a younger age, the higher your IQ generally is. The amount of stimulation younger people are receiving is higher and higher. That's true. That's like, cause like, you could argue like technology makes it so that you can consume media or knowledge even. Like people give a lot of flack to kids for just being on like, I don't know, like just playing like Poppy Playtime or something. But like, there's a lot of really interesting media out there that you can learn from, like psychology or like science and stuff, and you can consume that. It's like all at your fingertips. It's kind of crazy. But then now the biggest problem I think for people, like students, I mean, I just speak from personal experience, it's like it's daunting because you get stressed thinking like you need to spend, because you have access to that, you feel like you have to spend every moment of your time like learning something or like being productive with it because you have the ability to be productive. Because if you think about it, back in like the 1970s, like 1960s, like when my mom was growing up, like she would just come home and watch TV. Like she didn't have access to a computer or a calculator. I guess you could argue she could have gone to like a library or something, but even that, like what if the books checked out? It's not like so easily accessible. The kid, I always had a book in my hands. You probably had like an IQ of like 5 billion or something. Blaze, we are talking to a monster. What? Well, what's something that what's the thing that Blaze said? Now. I missed it. I couldn't see it. How to gaslight with Amogus. No, that's actually so true. You're probably teaching, like, kids are probably getting really smart because of Among Us. Like, they're probably learning, like, really well, like, how to mask their emotions and, like, trick people. This could actually be dangerous for society as a whole. What if Among Us ruins society for the rest of like, time? Because everyone, like, knows, like, kids from a young age become intensely analytical. Oh, you're talking about me stealing babies? Yeah, I would. Just having widespread literacy has increased your average IQ a ton in the past 200 years. So, okay, so IQ has also increased, and it's just from stimuli at a young age. Wait, this is interesting. Thank you. Hi, everyone. DigiScorpio, Beat, thanks for coming to the stream today. How's it going? Nice to have you. So, Among Us creates sociopaths? I feel like it would. I feel like it would. Then again, I used to read a lot about, like, serial killers and, like, that kind of stuff as a kid, so... Am I messed up? I feel like I'm a little messed up. Maybe it does mess up kids. I don't think I'm that messed up. I think I'm pretty normal. League ruins society. Among Us is just finishing the job. A League of Legends, like, kicked people in the kneecaps, and Among Us is the finishing strike. Everyone's a little messed up. Jeffrey, no, I mean, you know, it's interesting, okay? It's disgusting, but I think there's, like, I think everyone has, like, a perverse sense of, like, interest as to, like, what happened. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why serial killer stuff has gotten really popular over the past little while. Kizuna, harpy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Also normal, but for the non-normals here, could you explain what being normal is? Breathing. I can't do that. I've seen Quotev, it's probably... Quotev is not on a Quotev, Wattpad, fanfiction.net. Those are like, I think those are where the most mentally ill people gather. I would say those are where the most mentally ill people gather, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking about fanfictions and stuff earlier, but it's bad. Okay. Hold on. Give me a sec, I have to go grab something. I'll be right back. Sorry. I'm back. I needed to help my mother with something. Being normal is watching the Kardashians, so maybe it's not so good. Yeah, you're right. These are non-anime watchers. Although, maybe, like, I kind of hate to admit it, but anime has gotten pretty mainstream, hasn't it? Intelligence is hard to measure because a lot of it is subjective as well. Yeah, I guess, like, you could be really intelligent when it comes to, like, math, but, like, when it comes to memorization, your memorization might be really bad. I guess it's, like... Weren't some people saying IQ tests in general were a little outdated? Okay, thank you. She got isekai. She finally became Waffle House. I become the new host. Is Alexandro? Is Alexandro or Alejandro? I'm so sorry. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. Hello, how are you today? Thank you very much for coming to the stream. Kon happy, I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, guys. This is the first, like, long story that we're gonna sit down for. Yeah, I don't know how much you guys travel, but, like, generally speaking, I've never had any problems with, like, booking sites, right? Or, like, hotels. I've never had any problems with hotels. So this hotel that I was supposed to stay at, on South Beach, it was pretty cheap, right? So I was like, oh, you know, this seems like a good place. I'm gonna be out, like, most of the time during the day. I just need a place to come back and sleep at night. So it was like 60 bucks a night. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. So I booked. I arrived at my hotel with, like, my bags and stuff. I'm exhausted. Long flight. I roll the suitcase up and I'm like, hi, excuse me, just wanted to check in. Yeah, can we see your ID, please? Yeah, of course. Hand them my ID. Hi, so sorry, your booking was canceled due to fraud. What? Due to fraud? I mean, like, to be honest, if that was the case, I feel like they shouldn't have said that to me still. And they said, yeah, so it was canceled due to fraud. There's nothing we can do about it. And I was like, why? And I said, like, I was not notified by the booking company, nor by you guys, that the booking had been altered. Because you'd think... I was the wildest part is I was sent a text confirmation telling me that my booking was confirmed. So I was like, everything's gonna be great. Nope. Nope. Rarely travel because I'm broke. I feel like traveling, you can enjoy a lot of, like, the luxuries of traveling, like, within where you live usually. Even just, like, staying at a hotel for a couple nights can feel really, like, relaxing. I know a lot of people were doing that for the past couple of years. Not at all, I don't travel. So basically, yeah, so you book, like, a hotel through some of these sites, right? Because you get discounted rates. I booked through this site. And then they just said, like, fraud. I was like, what? So I said, like, well, I'm already here. And, like, I'd already flown so far. And I wasn't really going to... I wasn't about to, like, leave. So I was like, do you have any other rooms? They said, okay, I have a room. But it's 2 queen-sized beds. And I only needed 1. So I only ended up staying, like... 1 night at this place. And by the way, instead of $60, they charged me $120, which is crazy. It's good that I had the extra money because I was only planning to pay $60 a night for accommodation. By the way, what I've noticed, you got to be really careful in Miami. What I've noticed is the fronts of all these hotels, these boutique hotels, they're so nice, but the backs, like, the rooms are so old and terrible. I'll be the internet Karen and post a bad review. I might. Everyone was really, like... Everyone inside was really rude to me, too. So I arrived inside, and you know how much I love taking baths, right? So I thought, you know, at least it took so long to get here. I'm going to take a bath. So I went to draw the bath, but I couldn't find, like, the stopper. It's one of those old bathtubs with, like, the stopper, like, a physical stopper. Because you can tell by the drain, right? It's a little deeper. I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it. So I went back to the front desk, and I said, excuse me, I'm looking for the tub stopper. And they said, oh, yeah, we'll go look for one. We'll go look for one. And I was like, okay. So I waited, and finally this guy came back. And he said, yeah, so all my maintenance people have gone home, and I couldn't find one. Here's a towel for you to stick in the drain. Wild place. Insane hotel. What? So he's like, yeah, just take this. And then he just walked away. And I was like, okay. $120 a night. Classy, right? Right, Pablo? Classy. Very classy. Recent reviews are something I look at when shopping online or looking at things. You see, I feel like a lot of the people that travel to that area are probably, like, they're probably there to go to, like, the beach and stuff. They probably don't care that much about their accommodation, but, like, I realized I spent a lot of time in the hotel because, like, I just wanted to relax sometimes, right? And so, yeah, I only booked for one night. It was a little stressful. I ended up booking at like a different hotel later. I got that all figured out here. Let's see. Yeah, and then I called the booking company and I said, "Hey, so can you tell me like what's going on?" They said it's fraud. They didn't accept my card. They said, "Oh, actually they were overbooked." So I don't know why they said it's fraud, but they were actually overbooked. So they canceled your reservation the day before you arrived. What? So unprofessional. I was so upset. Right, Heartbreak Hotel, Florida time. This was a Florida man moment, probably. Mavia, kon happy, nice to see you. Nice to see you, daba dab. Daba dee daba do be alive. I daba dee daba do. For real, for real. Thank you very much for coming to the stream today. How are you doing? The old bait and switch. Yeah, I don't know why. So then I was told that I would receive a call back about like compensation, and they just never called me. They gave me a full refund, but I still had to like pay $120 for accommodation that night out of pocket, which sucked. I don't know. I was mostly I didn't really talk about the reason why I went in the first place, huh? The main reason why I went was there were people I really wanted to visit down there, and I just needed a break from the whole school thing. By the way, let's recap about the whole school thing. I'm gonna get this out of the way first. So the school kept losing my transcripts like repeatedly. It got to the point where I submitted everything, and then they said the evaluation type of my transcript was incorrect. So I had to pay again for like an expedited transcript, and then they lost that and couldn't find it. It was so stressful. And then they said like, so one of my courses in the UK was pass or fail, right? So I said, I don't know how I'm supposed to get this evaluated. Like, there's no GPA. They wanted a GPA. I can give them a GPA because it's pass or fail, right? Like, I guess you could argue I have like a 4.0 GPA, right? Because it's pass or fail, so it's just 4.0 or nothing. But anyways, I had to send like 5 or 6 emails back and forth arguing with the person that worked there. Like, that was like the final boss, if you will, of the application place. And they were just so unhelpful. And eventually she caved and she was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll waive it." I was like, why couldn't we just have had this happen in the first place? So I was doing that throughout my entire trip. So that was stressful. So that's why, like, I don't know. I might have streamed more while I was down there, but like I was just on the phone non-stop. It was horrible. And like I checked their online system, right? But then I realized the people that do the online system and the people that actually do the processing, they don't talk. So I just ended up calling in like every day to check on the status. Crazy, right? Yuck, they should pay you. It's their fault. Do you know I spent 300 plus just in getting my documents reevaluated because they keep telling me they want more and more stuff from me. They wanted my high school transcript because I didn't finish my post-secondary stuff last time, but then they said I had to change it to a transfer because I completed 1 post-secondary credit, and then they said because I didn't have enough post-secondary credits to have a GPA, they wanted my GPA from high school. So it's like, yeah, I think we're well over like 300, 400 USD just in evaluations, not including any of like the other like portfolio submission for Slide Room, not including like mailing stuff, like physically mailing some of the transcripts to them because they wanted that too. It was so stressful. I hated the whole process, but finally they said it's done. If they have any issues, they're going to email me. I've been vigilantly checking my email, and so far for the past week, nothing. So I'm happy. By the way, when I sent my updated transcripts and they lost them again, they still had them lost in the first week of January. So I had to chase them again about it. I don't know why. It was so stressful. Yeah, foreign transcripts are a problem. My high school transcripts in Guatemala were useless in the US. I had to be in 9th grade at 16 years old. Like, what? This is crazy. Dear Lord, no communication between staff. Krusty Krab pizza. It's a Krusty Krab staff moment. Insane. But yeah, it's crazy. You work for one? It's pretty alright for a housekeeper. Yeah, you do. You work at a hotel? Were the rooms damaged? They were so loud. We're about going back to the boutique hotel. Like, there was a really loud whirring sound coming from, like, the inside of the closet. So loud that, like, I couldn't play music or anything. Because it was just so abhorrently loud. The bottom of the door was, like, completely black with, like, dirt and dust. You know, come to think of it, last time I went with Miyuki to Japan, I had the same problem, right? You never think, like, in Japan you could happen upon a disgusting Airbnb. But this place, like, I touched the door handle and my wing turned, like, my feathers turned black. That's how bad that was. So maybe I'm just really unlucky with booking places. Maybe I shouldn't, like, skimp out on, like, money. Yeah, only part time, I see. Michi's not allowing me to waste my dollar on you. Oh no! Well, I'm happy that you're here regardless. Thank you. Except late check-in and we notified them about it too. Then they said we came in late, so they thought we weren't going to show up. We sold the room to the customer. What? I guess you could argue you could have like called in about it, but like, I don't know, how strange. Anyways, so I stayed in a room, twice the cost, ate the cost. I decided to walk around and then I happened upon this wonderful Italian restaurant. They called Amalia, as I was saying. They use like only local ingredients, fantastic food. This is their like appetizer octopus. Honestly, it was big enough to be a main. So buttery, so tasty. Already talked about it, so we're gonna move on to the next one. And this was my, what is it called? It's like a kind of fior. Oh shoot. Pasta like gnocchi. Not nudie. What is it? What was it? Ah. Oh no, what is it called? It's let's see, it should still be on their menu, yeah? By the way, this place is like 5-star, like 4.6, almost 5, 4.8 on Google. Amazing. You ever end up like in Miami, please go. They did such a good job. And crazily enough, when I went, there was not a single person there. So it was completely quiet. Just had the place to ourselves. It was fantastic. Okay, found it. Menu. 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 Cool, it showed me the menu. It was trying to eat Hispanic food. I know that's like the big thing that I was told to try. Let me, what's it called? Pretty sure it started with an A. Food. Okay, here. Dinner menu. It is called the Fiocchi. It's a ricotta and here's right off the menu. $26. Ricotta and pear fiocchi. Balsamic glaze, truffle oil, fresh basil, sun-dried tomatoes, and sage butter. So good. It was so good. It was so good after that day of like disasters. After like I went out at night just walking around and I got to see like the little art deco district that they have there. Just like lots of lights at night. I didn't end up taking any photos though, because I didn't realize it was like such a special area. I just thought, oh, this place is really nice. Oh, Spicy, it's a happy. Thanks for coming to the stream. I tried what did I try? It's like Peruvian food. It's ceviche, right? I tried ceviche for the first time. I didn't really like it. I felt kind of bad because I felt like, in theory, I like cured foods. I like things with like raw or like cured fish and whatever. Like I like that kind of stuff. I think it's like a palate thing. What kind of ceviche? It was like a kind of like white fish one. I tried like it was a tasting platter. I don't think I put the picture up here. But it was okay. Like objectively it was good, right? But personally, I'm not a big fan of like flavors like lemongrass, like citrusy things. It really I've always said like I don't really like very bright flavors. I'm not really sure how else to explain that though. But you get what I mean, right? With tostadas. Yeah. With tostadas. That was good. But like things like pho. I don't like pho. What else don't I like? Like sometimes there's like dim sum, like there's some like Chinese dishes with like a lot of herbs and like grasses and stuff, right? Like I don't like that. A lot of like noodles dishes I don't really like. I would argue, oh, ramen's like hearty enough, I think, that like it doesn't suffer from that problem. I say that like it's a really bad thing. It's just like a personal preference thing. There are infinite ways to make ceviche. You might find a better one that you like. Yeah, maybe. Bobby would like me. I'm not bright at all. It's okay. He just like me for real. It looks like bird food. Yeah, there's pine nuts on it too. So good. The texture was amazing. You know, I was thinking about starting a food TikTok page because I really like talking about all the restaurants I go to and it's so much fun, but I feel like maybe I wouldn't talk about it on stream. It could be fun though. Just like in my free time. I guess I post about it on Twitter too. Good Guess I could use it as more of a food diary, although I've been taking fewer food photos lately. Not bright, felt. But yeah, overall, like, this is really good. It had like that balsamic gave it like a really nice, and like the sun-dried tomatoes gave it like a really nice kick. But at the same time, it wasn't like overwhelming. Like I find like, I don't know why I hate pho so much. I'm so sorry, Vietnamese people. I really just don't like it. It's not for me. I've tried like really good pho. I've gone to like some of the best Vietnamese restaurants in like the city. I still just, I can't get behind it. Like I can sit there and be like, objectively, this is really good. I just don't like it. Hello, Mavia, I'm here. I'm so sorry, Long. It's not for me. It's not for me, but that's sweet. Thank you. Did I miss the beginning of food arc? I was talking about this delicious buttery octopus that I had. In this ricotta pear fiocchi. This was really good too. Oh, and I was just talking about how I don't really like bright flavors. I guess food at the end of the day is subjective. It must be really hard to be a food reviewer, huh? Some restaurants have different ways to make the dish, that's true. But apparently this place was like a really highly rated like ceviche place. And I just wanted to try it. These were like their top 3 like most popular ones. So I thought I would try it. But maybe it just wasn't like authentic. Maybe that's what the problem was, Pablo. I don't know. But like next time I go somewhere, I really need like recommendations on like where to go. Cause okay, the last time I went to California, like LA, we drove down. I drove down with a bunch of friends, and we went to this like really, really authentic burrito place. It was, okay, looked kind of sus, okay? It was just in a truck on the side of the road. But like the inside was like really clean. Like you could tell they put a lot of like, they were very proud of their work, and the flavors, amazing. It was like, it was so good. It was so good. But I feel like I just have to know where to go, because I don't want to like ruin that experience for myself. I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't like Mexican food without like trying really good Mexican food. You know what I'm saying? I used to have ceviche every Easter made by my family. It's great, very different every time. That's the thing about like family style like cooking, right? You always get like different interesting recipes from the people that you're with, and I think that's pretty fantastic. Food trucks are genuinely some of the best hidden gems. There's this one place in Vancouver, so if you're ever in Vancouver, you gotta go. They make, their entire thing is they only make grilled cheese sandwiches. It's called Mom's Grilled Cheese Truck. And what they do is they put like chips on the bottom of it and like really nice, like really cheesy grilled cheese sandwiches on sourdough. I think it's really good. Like for street food, it's really good. There was also this one place in London. I don't know. I know 100% they travel around the UK. So you can try looking for them if you guys are ever in the UK. They make raclette burgers. This is what I had every day when I studied abroad in the UK for the first time. It was so good. I know they do a lot of like pop-ups at like events and stuff, so I found them again one day. I just happened upon them when I was in Camden Town. It's like kind of like a punk, like old like brick market place. It's very touristy, but it was very nice. I happened upon them again when I was there. Oh, fantastic. It's so good. You gotta eat it while it's hot though. Finding a Mexican restaurant that bakes tortillas fresh is the most important thing. That's the thing, right? It's kind of like finding, I'm assuming it's like going to an Italian restaurant. You gotta have the pasta when it's like made fresh, you know? Otherwise it just doesn't hit the same. Property in LA is so expensive. Food trucks are the best way someone with passion and or tradition can sell their food. I'm gonna keep that in mind. So maybe like there are probably a lot better food trucks there. I'm not sure what property prices look like in Florida, but this, okay, I'm a little ashamed to say this was my, like the ceviche was my only experience with that kind of food when I was down there. I really just didn't know where to go. And I spent a couple of days, like, just being really lazy and getting Panera, DoorDash. You know what? My DoorDash driver, like, both of them, neither of them spoke English. They only spoke Spanish. So, like, one of my biggest takeaways from going to Florida is I need to learn Spanish. Like, because I wasn't born in the States, right? Like, I had no reason to learn Spanish because it's not really used, like, I don't know, where I live anyways, so... But I feel like now, it's probably a really... If I'm traveling more to the States, it's probably a really good skill to have, yeah? You live your right to be lazy. You know what? Something about, like, Panera in bed hits really different. In Miami, you should probably just have to spin around and you find a Hispanic place. Yeah, but, like, I didn't know it was good. And all the food in Miami is so expensive, and I was hesitant, and before I knew it, I was out of time. VH people in the States know Spanish from their relatives. Do you think so? Oh, Mavia, thank you so much for joining member. Welcome. Thank you so much. Con mucho gusto. Te hablo español. I don't know. I don't think my Spanish accent's very good. I'm trying an S. That's my... Take my dollar boy. Thank you, dollar boy. Thank you very much. Welcome to member. Okay. What else did I do? Ah. Okay, so you know how I told you I didn't encounter a lot of Florida men? This was the one. Okay? This is the one that I encountered. It was... I stepped outside. This is when I was checking out of that fancy, that, like, really expensive, really terrible hotel. I decided I wanted to take a quick walk. So I took a quick walk around outside. And there was this guy. Okay? Let's take a good look at him. He's Florida man. Yeah, it's pretty normal. Yeah, so I don't know what these scenes are called. It's called the nativity scene or something, right? I was talking to some people about it. This guy, straight up, I was walking around here for a while, okay? Like, probably a good 30 minutes? 30, 40 minutes? And he just played lovingly to Jesus in the manger on his guitar and sang to him. And, like, lifted his arms up to those, I think those are the 3 wise men. Look, I haven't been to church in a long time, okay? Forgive me. I went when I was a kid, because it was part of my curriculum, but like, anyways, I'm not gonna get into that too much, but anyways, this guy was having the time of his life. He was singing loudly, he was like professing his love, but he didn't speak English, so I wasn't really sure what he was saying. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, Florida man. So this was like the main Florida man that I located. He was definitely like, you know, we lovingly called him the Bard. So every time I showed like people a picture of this, I was like, look, it's the Bard. Pretty good. Does the shirt say staff? Yeah, I don't know staff of what, but I guess this is how he was spending his break. He's not just Florida man. He's part of Florida staff. he's part of helping the simulation. He's part of what makes the simulation not break. Although he was on break himself. High-ranking Florida man. This is a high-ranking Florida official right here, probably. What else? I had ice cream and walked around. You know, the heat wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be. It was quite nice. Especially during the daytime, walking around. Although, okay, you guys might make fun of me. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, okay? Oh, Mavia, Mafia! Mavia, whoa. Getting a little too interested in myself there. Mafia, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Yeah, it's winter in Florida. Eep. I got jump scared. Okay, don't laugh at me. I'm already laughing. Wait, there's nothing to laugh at. Okay, I forgot. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, so when I was I keep losing it. I keep finding my thought and then it like evades me. Oh yeah, when I was like down there, it was so sunny all the time. I had to bring like a big like parasol with me at any given time. So I was walking around this like big like UV protective umbrella and people were looking at me like I was absolutely insane. You're obviously talking about Ari. Okay, yeah. I would talk about Ari. She wasn't in Florida though, I wish. That's Florida Man Incident 1. So, I was walking around and people probably looked at me like I was Florida woman. Although, I guess you can already tell by wings and such that I'm not really from the area. Just let her be in shade. I just want to be in shade. It was so bright. That's the one thing, like, it was hot. I was sweaty all the time. Not my thing. Let's see. Happy to see you're back, Brad. Hope you enjoyed your trip. I did. Thank you, Red Dwarf. There's a lot to talk about, but I'll try to go over it quickly. Okay, so I hit this one brunch place the next day after I checked into this new hotel. And this is, I went to visit the design district of Miami. That's like, you know, like, that's where, like, Fendi, Gucci, Dior, like, all that kind of stuff is. It was so cool, but I'll show you pictures of that in a moment. So I had there's this place called Little Hen, and they're famous for their brunch. And I guess they have, like, afternoon tea, too, but I heard it's kind of mid, so I didn't end up going for it. But I did have their, like, tea itself. They have, like, a house-made, like, lemon mint tea. It was okay. But this was good. These are rose jam. They're rose petal pancakes made with rose and strawberry jam with fresh whipped cream and then crushed roses and icing sugar on top, and fresh strawberries. It was so good! It was so good! Usually I'm not much of a pancake person, right? Or usually, like, I'm the kind of person to think, like, oh, if I'm gonna eat pancakes, I have to cut them, like, individually. But, like, this is my first time trying to cut them as a stack. It was so good! It does look really good. Yeah, this is, like, their thing. Some people were saying, like, they were kind of only okay, but I thought they were pretty solid. Like, yeah, they're just kind of rose-flavored. I wouldn't say there was anything, like, that interesting about them, but they were solid. They were good. That's, like, from a different world. This is the isekai. Oh yeah, rose petals are edible. Yeah, and they're pretty tasty too. They were kind of crunchy because they were nice and dry. You didn't catch the storm season? I hear there really aren't that many storms after like November, right? From what I hear. It's a pancake. Yeah, it's a stack of pancakes. Pink pancakes. I kind of wonder if it has to be pink food coloring, right? And not just like strawberries. I feel like they'd have to have pink food coloring in there. I don't think the strawberries would be enough to dye it, right? Yeah, okay, fantastic food. This is what I had for breakfast one day. And let me show you the outside. You guys are gonna love it. This place is so pretty, okay? Hold on here. Like, look. How could I not come here, okay? Unfortunately, I could have gotten a table outside. They had bookings available, but I wasn't sure what the heat was gonna look like, so we ended up sitting inside. And inside was like, okay. It had some like nice like velvet like chairs and stuff. A lot of like pretty ladies having brunch inside. Pretty, I know. I wish I could take you. This look pretty small for pancakes. Everybody goes, no, they're pretty like average sized pancakes. Maybe I think it's the plates that were really big. They sat us at one of these like small like circular tables. That's what I had, and it was hard to fit like multiple plates on one table, but like it barely fit. Strawberry foods that are naturally colored have beet juice added to them. Oh, so maybe that was beet juice. You're right. Great date spot. Yeah, I feel like this would be a great date spot, huh? And all the flowers outside were real and everything. It was so pretty. But look at those. I want one of those umbrellas. Now I want to have like a room that's absolutely covered in like, well, what are these? Are these like, wisteria is different, right? This is a different kind of flower, I think. Beets by Dre. Yeah, he grows them. They're organic beets. Absolutely perfect date spot. But isn't it so cute? It was so much fun. I had so much fun here. And okay, here, let me show you a picture of the design district. I got you guys. Hold on. Ta-da! Isn't it so aesthetic? It has no reason to be this aesthetic. I mean, other than it being the design district. But like all the buildings, they had like little blurbs on them. And there was like little like art pieces everywhere. Some of them were kind of weird, like pool noodles. I'm gonna drink some water. It looks like an anime place. It looks like something out of like an isekai or like fantasy like anime palace or something. You know what the vibe kind of fits. I've also started watching Sleepy Princess in Demon Castle. You know? Mavia back reveal. Unfortunately, that's not me, but she does have a very nice back. Okay, speaking of women, I gotta tell you guys now. My story. So, when I arrived at the hotel, I was like, gonna check in, right? And I saw this girl. And she worked there. And she had like this long dark hair, really pretty, like big black eyes. And she just turned around and she's like, hey. And I was like, oh no. I must have been so red. I was like, hi, I'm here to check in. She's like, yeah, absolutely. Here, let me just... Can I see your ID? I was like, yes. Okay. And, so I gave her, like, my ID, and then she was like, yeah, so, here's your key card and everything. And I was like, thank you for all your help. The luggage, do I take, yes? She was like, do you need some help with your luggage? I was like, yes. And she's like, yeah, I'll send someone up to deal with that. Like, she had such like a sexy deep voice. She's like, yeah, I can send someone up to help you with that. I was like, sorry. Hi. Oh, Mavia found her other half. I saw her again when I was heading downstairs. I needed to borrow a pair of scissors. And I was like, hi, can I, excuse me, borrow a pair of scissors? It was a disaster. I walked away in shambles. Hold on, let me see if we have some new people in here. Let's see. Kon happy American, thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Kon happy, yeah, wake up now. Welcome. Kon happy, thank you so much for coming to the stream today. I forgot how to pronounce your name, but thank you so much for coming to the stream today, Kon happy. And Pudium-san, Kon happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. How's it going? Hey, Mavia Chat, Kizormu, Kon happy, thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Digi, oh no, Digi heard about my woman? No, Digi and Witch are here to hear about my woman moment. Oh no, to hear me embarrass myself in front of a hot Florida woman. Oh no. Hey darling, I'm back. How's it going? No, I'm already red. You stop. How's it going? It's nice to see you too. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. I shut down in front of people in like IRL. I've noticed I've become a lot more socially awkward, but to the extent that like I think the worst part is like if I'm like face to face with someone and I find them attractive, I will not be able to talk to them. Zero. I will not be able. I cannot. Like everyone else, I'm like, oh yeah, hi, thank you. Excuse me, could you help me find this? I'm looking for this shop actually. If you could help me. And then when it's like someone that I find really hot, I'm like, hi, can I help? I'm trying to get over that. I'm prone to blushing a lot, but I'm a monster. I can't be prone to blushing. I have to abide by my apex predator rules. I'm not being blushy. But the hot Florida. Yeah, I already told Witch about hot Florida woman. Hot Florida woman was hot. Mavia loses brain cells in front of hot people. Don't you guys lose brain cells in front of hot people? Doesn't that make sense? Isn't that just like natural? Good luck. Thank you. You know what? I never got her number or anything, but I will forever remember that time. You know what? Like, I think the worst thing that could happen, right? The more I think about this, the worst thing that could happen if you stutter a lot in front of someone you find like kind of attractive is they probably like take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? I feel like they would. Never, Kon happy, thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Ask me my roommate though. Thank you so much for rejoining, member Witch. I really appreciate it. I just lose brain cells. You only lose brain cells, you don't stutter. You can keep it together. I admire that. But anyways, I checked out a lot of these stores. Okay. I gotta say it. Guys, I really, really wanted to go in. They had like free personal styling sessions in like Fendi and Dior and stuff, but I didn't want to go by myself. I was so nervous. I was like, are they gonna think I'm like some weirdo that like I feel like as a fashion kid I should know how to style myself, right? But I thought it could be a good experience, but I thought like if I don't buy anything, right? If they give me like a $3,000 sweater and a $400 wallet and a $6,000 bag, like, and I can't buy any of it by the end, isn't that like kind of bad? No think, only enjoy. In retrospect, I feel like I should have gone for it. It could have been a lot of fun. But I guess just in the future I'll have to come back. But yeah, they had really cool personal styling sessions, and I searched up the stylists' like Instagrams. They mostly styled like women in their like late 20s and stuff. Oh, they styled one of the Kardashians, I think. So you know, that's how you know they're good. But I thought it could be cool. I just didn't have like, you know what I should have done? I probably should have just told my parents. I was like, I'm gonna go. I should have just told them I was shadowing a stylist for a day, and gone in, and then just bought something after. I feel like that would have been 500 IQ, because then I'm like supporting them too, right? Ed Gaze, good night, Pete. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome, welcome. Be good experience as a fashion student. You guys should have encouraged me earlier. Now you're encouraging me now. Now after the fact. I have been learning a lot, though, about it, and I feel pretty confident. Or at least I'm confident that I can push people in the right direction. Styling. Okay, here's a fun one. Here's a... Okay. I want you guys to guess what this blob is. You can obviously tell the stuff in the back. That's like all shopping buildings. Can I just say the architecture in this place is like absolutely splendid? Like look at that blue glass right there. This whole area. Fantastic, so much fun. You could, if you are interested in like design and stuff, you gotta spend an entire day here. So much fun. You start the day having like the fancy petal pancakes for brunch. You come back here. Kids playground, okay. It's a kaiju. Where are those its eyes? Is that like its foot? Like what part of the kaiju is that? A playground? Public art? Okay. No. Saying that if that thing doesn't light up, it's a waste. Okay, fair enough. It's McDonald's play place that Mavia got stuck inside of. I did go inside, but I did not get stuck. I know better. Posh Architect's weird creation. It has, okay, it serves a purpose, okay? It actually serves like a pretty interesting purpose. It's bubble wrap for giants. Do they take their big fingers and like pop each of the bubbles individually? Okay, you get a couple more guesses. Bubble Boy. What's Bubble Boy? Crazy sundial? You know what? That would have been cool. It's not though. Bends the sunlight for a show? No, it kind of looks like it would though, right? Sundial was a good guess though. It's really cool. It's not public art. It's not a playground. It's the bug from Valley of the Wind. I have not seen Valley of the Wind. Actually, here, let me show you the inside of it. It's actually, I didn't take a picture of it, but it's a staircase to the parking lot. But look how beautiful it is from the in. Like, come on. I'm no photographer, right? But like, this picture is beautiful. Is it a giant ant lens to defend against giant ants? It's like a safe house for giant ants when they come and attack us again. Isn't that crazy though? Like they just built this pineapple trypophobia inducing looking thing just to cover like a bunch of stairs. Crazy, right? We're very off the mark. Well, I mean, I thought some of them were cool guesses. I still think the sundial was a really cool guess, and it could have been a really cool playground too. I encountered like they have like a bunch of little like climbing it's not like a set, but like a playground, like bars and stuff scattered throughout the design district. So if you want to climb every single one of them, go off. Fernando, come happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. It's good to see you again. It's a pleasure to see you again as well. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you doing? Very Floridian thing, like this picture. Yeah, for sure. Is that a dragonfly? It kind of looks like a dragonfly, or like the eyes of a dragonfly, right? There's like a bunch of public art there. I just thought this one was like the most interesting one. Oh, you're right. There's a dragonfly on the window. I didn't even notice. You guys are so good at noticing things. I have a small brain. I gotta go. Great stream. Thank you so much. Someone, what's happy? Take care. Okay. So, flying down. I wanted to fly down to Key West because I hear that's like there's a lot of fun stuff to do, and that's like a party place. But then I wasn't really feeling like I wanted to party. Slash, it's kind of a long ways to fly with like food and stuff. So I just decided that I was gonna head to this is Key Largo, so this is the closest island to Florida. I didn't actually know the Keys existed until right before I went. So the way the Keys work is they're like a bunch of small islands connected by like highways that run right along the water. I tried to take a good picture of like getting close to the water, but I didn't want to get too close to the cars, so I wasn't able to. But it's a highway that runs right along the water. You can find some pretty cool pictures online of it. This place is called the Fish House. And you know how I told you guys there was like, everyone down there really likes like alligators? Yeah. Alligator Christmas decorations. Very Floridian, huh? Christmas gators, very on the season. I know, right? They're not a great place to live. The Keys? You think? I guess you'd probably have, like, everything's probably really expensive. It's probably really far away from everything. What else could be some downsides of living there? Like, so far from everything, tourists everywhere, probably during peak season. That's no decoration. Those gators have jobs. I'm sorry, sir. My bad. They get flooded and destroyed by every hurricane. I didn't know it was that bad. My device is starting to run low on battery. Gotta head out. It's actually let's a happy. Did everyone in Florida bid you farewell with later alligator? Now I have the hiccups. I'm sorry, I made an unattractive sound. Okay. Happy Flanoir, thanks for coming to the stream thank you very much for coming to the stream today. Welcome. Yeah, it's really bad. Houses sometimes are washed away or underwater. That's crazy. I had no idea. I guess I came after the most recent hurricane, right? That was Hurricane Ian, right? I lost touch with everyone down there for like 2 weeks. It was bad. But I had no idea like the Keys would be hit that hard. Beautiful place though. So this place, they were apparently featured on the Food Network, and they fish all their seafood up like fresh daily, and then they serve you whatever they can catch, which I thought was really cool. Like, I'm not really a big seafood person, but I thought I ought to try it, you know? Look at this. This is... Okay, the fries were kind of mid, though. Everything else is really good. This is a stuffed lobster with blue crab cakes. I could not finish it by myself. I could not finish this by... It was good. You see, I think the problem with, like, lobster is... Maybe it's, like, a personal thing. I think it's so much better poached than it is grilled. I think something about, like... Lobster feels a lot like... I don't want to... Like, you can taste a lot more of, like, the shellfishiness when you grill lobster, I think. Personally. I'll take 2 lobsters, please. 2! This thing by itself was, like, $65, okay? I knew I was kind of probably getting scalped a little bit, but it was good. I've never had a lobster that cooked. It was very good. Again, I don't know if grilled lobster is for me, but apparently this is just how they serve it down there. Then you can see there's some coleslaw and some melted butter. I don't know. Crab cake was... Not gonna lie, crab cake was kind of mid. It was okay. But you know, the one thing that I did have down here that I forgot to take a picture of was... I had... now I know. Okay, Floridians gonna be up in arms right now, okay? They have what was voted as the best key lime pie in all of Florida, okay? Fish House. Apparently huge key lime pie place. And I know some people are gonna come up here and be like, oh no, you can't be. Cause I had no idea Florida was so into key lime pie. Oh, you've been there? Yeah. It was really good. I'm not really a key lime pie person, but I figured, you know, had to order it. I split it though. So I didn't have it all by myself. I spent like 24 bucks on a 3-dish dinner to celebrate, and I found that a bit expensive. Damn. I think that's just the sad truth, the sad reality of touristy places, which I never tried it, so I can't judge. Lobster is very costly. Even lobster rolls are about $20. Yeah. I had snow crab when I was down here as well, and like miso soup. It was good, but like, oh, it's so expensive. Food's so expensive. The keys are a big hurricane magnet for some reason. Oh, I know. Well, I'm glad they weren't a hurricane magnet when I was there. Apparently, I brought the cold weather too. It got really cold when I was down there all of a sudden, but it was still very hot for me. I don't know. I don't know if Florida's really for me. I remember Pompanos? Pompanos. Is this in the Keys? Oh, it's just a kind of dish. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, they're kind of small, huh? How big are they? Oh no, they're pretty decently sized. They're like a white fish. These look good. They look like really obese mackerel. I don't think I've had these before. They look good. I kind of want to try these. I feel like this is the kind of fish, like you probably steam it and it'd be really good, yeah? Steam it, bit of soy sauce. Some like herbs on top. I see the angle. Pompano Joe. Oh, okay, there's a place. Pompano Joe's. Oh, this is cute. Wait, is this... Where is this? At Panama City? Panama City Beach. Where is this? Did I pass by this? This is cute. All the windows are like rainbow colored. This looks really good. I would come here. Panama City Beach. Destin. I don't know anything about Florida. Just typed great food. Okay, I trust your judgment and we'll have to go. I added this to the list of things that I need to do if I end up going again sometime soon. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, lobster, pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. But it is quite costly, yeah. Let's see. But, you know, to get there, we had to travel through this place called Florida City. Florida City is really sus. I can't even find pictures of it online, but, like, you do not want to hang out in Florida City. It's the most Florida place I've ever seen. It's exactly what you think it would look like, except, like, it doesn't really feel like a city. It feels more like a town, you know? But, yeah. But if you guys don't believe me, I was with a key lime pie enthusiast. Big key lime pie enthusiast. And they said it was the best. key lime pie that they've ever had. So we might have to hit that place again for sure. Lobsters aren't native to Florida, so it's not like they fish it out of sea. I'm surprised. Wait, so I wonder why like they were featuring lobster as like the thing that they were famous for. Florida City is a strange place. Case of a place called the same as a greater region without being its capital. Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? Florida City is more like Jacksonville than Jacksonville. Do you get like a mental image of what Jacksonville looks like? I can't imagine. Okay. Let's see. What else did we do there? Oh yeah, so after I ate, I kind of wanted to like walk that off, so I encountered like a small beach area. Let's see if did I include it as part of the presentation? Here it is. And it was like really nice and tucked away, and there were people swimming. Unfortunately, insane by me, I did not bring a swimsuit. I actually didn't own a swimsuit before this trip. I bought one a while ago, but I don't know. I'm self-conscious in swimsuits, you know? I only wear one pieces, but this time I got one with like a really big cutout. So I have a cutout and it has like big black laces. I know, you might be thinking, Mavia, with what you wear, you're self-conscious about wearing a swimsuit? Yes. Because it shows my waist, right? And I don't have like the tiniest waist ever. I mean, I guess it's pretty small, but... I went to Florida without a swimsuit? Yeah, I went to Florida without a swimsuit, okay? But this is where I encountered those bird friends you guys might have seen on Twitter. I think they're egrets. They're like white birds. Feeling bold, that's good, so long as it feels good. Yeah, it was really nice. You don't want us to see you with your feathers all wet. We get it. Yeah, well, I mean, then I guess harpies don't have the same smell as like wet cat, but like, who swims in the winter? But it's like, it's Florida. They don't really have winter, Naru. One Piece suits are highly underrated. I believe in One Piece supremacy, although they don't really fit me that well. Whenever I try to, cause you'd think like a One Piece would be, like if they put cups in it, right, would be really good at like supporting your bust area. But I found that at least the ones in my size were not well equipped to deal with my own assets. So I had to be picky about what kind of swimsuit I was wearing. It took me a while to find one that fit. You can get more supportive designs, that's true. I was thinking about getting like a bikini or something with like a little more side support. Obviously too powerful. Gotta protect people from beauty, I guess. That, and I tanned so much. My legs tanned so much. And I got bitten out of my mind, like, by mosquitoes while I was down there. Especially on this day. It was really bad. And I walked along this, like, nice trail. And that was nice. There's no one there. It was, like, nighttime. It was getting kind of sus, so I had to leave. But, like, I quickly, like, did a loop of this one trail, and then I left. But I got bitten so badly, I had to hit up, like, a CVS, like a pharmacy, when I was leaving. And I felt so bad for the guy that was working there. The guy that was working there, he was just as illiterate as me. He's just like us for real. He's just one of us. We were both looking for Afterbite for like 10 minutes and we both couldn't find it. We were just like standing in the same section and he was like, I can't find it. And I was like, I can't find it. Yeah. Funny stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So that was the Keys. Did I even eat dinner in the Keys? I don't think I did. I don't think I was that hungry after all that lobster and the key lime pie. Oh, I think I got ice cream on the way back. Now that I think about it, I had a lot of ice cream while I was there too. It was really good. I tried this like ready-made ice cream brand when I was there. It wasn't Ben & Jerry's. I would argue it was better than Ben & Jerry's. It came in like a glass jar. It was really fancy. And it's not a brand that I'd ever seen before either. Do you guys know which one I might be talking about? Ice cream in winter is just better. There's something about like being all bundled up with a scarf and eating ice cream inside an ice cream shop while it's snowing. That's so nice. Which sounds really crazy, right? But like, the ice cream really did help me cool down. Bluebell? I don't think it was Bluebell. It had some like weird, like almost Italian name or something. You know? It was one word for sure. Now I feel like I'm playing like Family Feud with you guys. Sherbet. Yeah, oh my god, I haven't had sherbet in forever. There's one place I passed by in this mall where they had sherbet, but I didn't end up having it. It was not Haagen-Dazs. Was it like a gelato? I actually can't really tell the difference between gelato and ice cream. What's the difference? Hello there, Alvarius, Con Happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Welcome. How's it going? Mocking nature. No. Really used an orange sherbet. I feel like orange sherbet's like one of the only ways I could enjoy it. No, it wasn't Selecta either. It was not No Name. I think one is without milk. I'm looking for. I don't know what it's called. Okay, let's see. What if I just search a best ice cream brand? It was Talenti. It was Talenti. I had like it came up under best ice cream brands, so it was good. That's the first time I've had it. I had like it's like a chocolate. I think it was dark chocolate salted caramel. That's like my favorite flavor of anything. Like chocolates, I love dark chocolates with like sea salt and stuff. Oh, gelato doesn't have milk in it. Okay, makes sense. Maybe that would be better for my stomach, actually. That sounds tasty. Paste. Let's see. What else is on here? I forgot what's on my own presentation. Oh, this. Okay. Is this gonna play? It'd be really cool if it played. Really cool. I even put this video in here. That's now not playing. I'm gonna see if I can load it in for you guys. I wonder if I could. This is so annoying. Okay, I'll. Oops! Oh, oops! I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Okay, don't saw anything. I know Talenti, it's great. I just never thought. Oh, here it is! It's loading! Look at that! I found this. Okay, so this is the Frost Science Museum, and it's like an aquarium / museum in one. So they had like this huge aquarium. Look, there's like there are rays in there. Right? Isn't it so? And it's like on an angle. It's like a giant 8-ball. There's like a hammerhead shark in there. There's a big sea turtle, fish. I know. It's so cool. The aquariums are pretty cool. Yeah, this was so cool. And they also had an entire exhibit on flight. I think that's the last one. So flight, starting from like dinosaurs. So they had like a big dinosaur exhibit that was in town. That was all in French for some reason. So that's, the simulation was breaking, obviously. That's wild, right? It was so pretty. I think I love aquariums so much. That's like my favorite kind of place to go to with like friends or like on a date, Aquarium's like dream date for me. So I've always loved that kind of like relaxed, like looking at pretty fish vibe. Now want to play Ark? Go, do it. It calls to you. Harpy Megaphone. But yeah, so there was this big like dinosaur exhibit. Crazy. And then following the dinosaur exhibit, you'd exit out, and there were like 6 floors of different exhibits. There's one on like only mammoths, which is weird, right? And there was this one big one on flight. So it started with like dinosaurs and like explaining how dinosaurs evolved into birds, and then like it talked a lot about like space travel. And they were like, like typical science museum stuff where like you press button, rocket goes flying kind of thing. They're like, oh, try this. If you suck the air out of this and create a vacuum, which rocket, like, which propulsion method is better, or something like that. It was really cool. Thank you for this date advice. I may use it on a date one day. Good luck, Aiden! You have that, W Riz. Yeah, overall, that was pretty much my trip. I have some things that I wanted to talk about, but it wasn't really, they're not really things I have photos of, so I can finish up with those. It's your great. Yeah. This is Aunt Bertha or something. I don't know. Like 5-6 times removed. Thanks, you got this. I believe in you. Okay. So when I was down there, I don't have pictures of where I was staying, but... So I was staying with this lady, right? I was so scared of her. I was terrified of her. She's Ohio woman. I was so scared. She didn't really seem to like me that much at first either. she like wouldn't really talk to me and stuff. And then I tried to like ask her questions because she lives on a. I was basically staying on a farm with like horses and stuff. It was a nice place to stay to relax for sure. And so on that farm we had a really fluffy cat that I became really good friends with. I would fall asleep and he would like sleep on my lap. But you warmed her heart, right? She opened up to me. She was like, "Why are you trying so hard?" I was like, "Oh." She's like, "You don't have to impress me. Just be you." And I was like, this is kind of me though. I feel like naturally I'm a bit of an uptight person, you know? But she ended up being really nice to me. You know, by the time I had to leave, she said, like when I was like taking my bags out and stuff, and I said, "Thank you very much for letting me stay here." She said, "When are you coming back?" So I would like to think that I warmed up her heart. She seems to. You know what's really funny? She's been texting me. She texts me like every once in a while now. So she sent me like she sent me a picture. She's like, "Cat's missing you." She's so cute. She's a character, but she's really sweet. Yeah. So I became really good friends with this cat, and like I would like be on like my Switch or something, and he would sit on my lap at night, and I would cuddle with him. And there was this one time where I had a really bad stomach ache, so I laid down and I just didn't say anything, and I was on my phone, and he like just walked up to me, started walking over my legs, and then like slumped over onto my stomach, just like across, because I was on my side. He was like laying across my stomach, and he just started like purring there. He's so perfect. He's the best cat I've ever met. You had a Fire Emblem moment where you recruited someone on your travels. Na 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 na. Ohio woman has joined your party. I wonder what class she would have been. She was like really strong. I feel like she would have been like some kind of like barbarian or something. Does that mean? Are those your ancestor harpies? Not these ones, but like they probably look pretty similar. And then there was also this big dog, right? This big fluffy dog. I think he's like an Australian shepherd dog or something. And like he used to live outside, and like take care of like chickens and stuff, like just make sure like raccoons and like foxes and whatever weren't eating like livestock. So she kept him outside, and she raised him from when he was a puppy. But she found out during the hurricane that he's really scared of thunder, so he would like panic outside. So she brought him inside, and apparently he just never left. He just stayed inside. Now he's like a big lap dog. He sleeps on the couch in the living room, so I would sit down and he would jump up on the couch, and he would just lay his like head on my lap, and we'd just sit there for a while. He was very quiet too. He like never barked or anything. More feelings to end the night. Great to hear from you again, Mavia. Thanks for the stream. Need to sleep now. Lots of happy white nightmare. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Oh, poor pupper. Yeah, no, he was a good boy. He was so good. Fire Emblem recruiting is all a means of trial and error when bringing characters into your camp without some sort of guide. So, like, do you have to, like, talk to them the right way or defeat them in a certain way? Like, you make it sound like there are a special, like, requirements for that, you know? He's just like me, for real, for real. He was so cute. He loves women's legs. And also, I had this problem again where, do you remember my cousin's dog kept burying his head into my crotch? Same thing with this dog. I don't really know what the deal is. It's kind of uncomfortable. Again, I know, again, crazy, right? I don't know why it keeps happening. I'm a very clean person. I preen myself every day. I brush out my feathers. I take a bath every single day, and I scrub very nicely. I wash my feathers frequently. It happens a third time. Something's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a dog thing. I thought maybe it was just a dog thing, but I don't know. Then I started to think like maybe it was me. You have to have the right characters in your party to talk to that character to bring them in. It's cryptic. Oh, wait, but that's interesting though. So like, if you're going in blind, you just might not be able to bring like a bunch of people in, depending on who you have. It's just the warmest spot. Maybe they just crave the thigh squish. My thighs are kind of sensitive though. I'd kind of prefer if they didn't. Maybe you just have a really nice scent. I wonder what I smell like. Maybe I don't wonder what I smell like, you know, in that area, but part of me like is self-conscious about it now and wants to know, and part of me really doesn't want to know. My dogs do it when they want attention. Okay, okay, Shannon. Whew. Dog whisperer has arrived to save the day. A lot of dogs tend to do that. Okay, I'm glad it's not me. I was really self-conscious. Like, I thought maybe my hygiene wasn't good enough or something. That time I was reincarnated as a dog. Oh, if I found out that dog was a human reincarnated, I don't know. Might have to go back outside in the thunder. They're just trying to smell you to know you. But, like, I was around him for, like, 2 weeks. He knew me. Mavia sent perfume when? Didn't Leah just do that review of, like, anime girl fart perfume or something? Or, like, anime girl fart in a jar or something that you can buy? I don't know. I don't know what I smell like. I think it's really difficult to, like, tell what you smell like yourself because you're so used to, like, sniffing yourself, right? Sadly, yes. Beetle taxes nose. But yeah, I wasn't there for that, but I did see it. It was cursed. Yeah, were you guys all there for it? I missed it. But it looked interesting, to say the very least. You're a nose blind yourself? Yeah, I think so. It's the same with, like, you know, when you have clothing on for a long time, you're not thinking about it, right? So, like, is it weird for you to go up to a homie and ask them how, like, to sniff you? What if you, like, sniff them back? Is that weird? Rie did one about anime girl scent lotion. That sounds interesting. This sounds weird. I feel like I'd like to see how this pans out. Yes, very weird. Just an odor check. I feel like, well, but it's different, right? Because, like, ideally, like, most, like, and you can't do it. I think you also can't do it right when you step out of the shower or the bath, right? Because, like, then you're just gonna smell like soap. You need to wait for the scent to develop. Rule number 1, if it's with the homies, it's never weird. Wise words to live by. Hi, Jarek. Kon happy. Thanks for coming to the stream today. How's it going? It's been a little bit. Jarek facts. Jarek's back. Everyone, Jarek's back. He's back. I'm so sorry, Jarek. You have to come and bear witness to me again. It's time to stop. What else did I do there? Oh yeah, I got to hold a chicken for the first time. Usually, it was weird, like, with those animals being so friendly with me, because animals generally don't like me. Naturally, they can see my predator aura. They probably sense how dangerous I am, and then they run away from me. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It was kind of nice. Especially, like, chickens tend not to like me. Geese really like me for some reason. I know geese attack a lot of people, but they just tend to walk up to me, and we just kind of sit and relax for a while. I joined the stream and anime girl farts in. Well, sorry, it's ruined. If you ain't even sniffing the homies, are you even homies? You're right. I gotta sniff the homies a little more. I gotta get really deep into their chests and just sniff. Mavia's bird aura, maybe like goose aura. These geese can tell you're a fellow predator. Anime girl fart. I leave to get a cookie. What's happening? Yeah, there was a Ashilia Rinko did a stream where she smelled anime girl farts. Interesting. Interesting things that happen. I had chicks, and when they grew, I could lift them anytime. That's a thing, right? Like, what I heard about this cat is, like, they never like, he was just a good cat, so they never, like, punished him, or, like, he's not, like, scared of them at all, so he doesn't, like, there's, like, spray bottle and stuff, but, like, he doesn't react to it, because I guess he's very spoiled. Very good cat. So if you can, like, pick him up and he won't, like, flail or anything. He'll just let you pick him up. He's really old too. He's like 14. It's crazy, right? But yeah, a lot of the time that I was down there, I just spent, like, relaxing with animals. I did, like, when I was working on the visual novel with Yukiro, a lot of it I spent, like, outside next to, like, the horses, and I was, like, typing stuff. I got to hold cat, played video games, went outside with some friends to get food sometimes. You know, my Miami as a trip was pretty expensive, considering, like, the new hotel that I was paying. It ended up being like $100 a night, but it was a lot better, and it was outside of the city, so, you know, I don't know, everything was a little cheaper. But, like, sometimes, gods, like, when I was with other people, like, gas prices and, like, finding parking was also, like, a lot of time spent. But I just tried to live my days very leisurely there. Yeah. The application thing was stressful, but it's all done, and I don't know. Happy to say that it should all be in. It should be good. I don't know if I'll get in. I put in some of the best stuff I've made in a long time, so I hope I do. But no. I'm thinking, by the way, this is something I haven't really discussed with my parents. I thought maybe we could talk about it. I have a big passion for food, right? And I don't really know what I want to do for a career, so I was thinking maybe I would try taking some like culinary classes. I can't cook to save my life, you know that. I'm very bad at cooking, and yeah, it's a little silly, but truthfully, I'd like to get better at it. Then I can really ascend to maviART, you know? I wish you luck, thank you. We all at least deserve one of these trips this year. Yeah, it was very nice. So I didn't have like way too much to talk about. It was mostly just chatting between us, huh? Gas prices went down a bit. They were so high a while ago. Yeah, so I hear. Luckily, I never had to pay for gas. That all sounds very good though. I'm the first burned ash chef in the world. It's like a new cooking style. What can I say? Yeah. Oh yeah, on Christmas. I didn't do anything special for New Year's, but I decorated Christmas cookies on Christmas, and that was a lot of fun. You may have seen my Among Us on Twitter. That was my favorite one. I made a couple others. I made like a reindeer and stuff. That's boring. You don't care. We don't care about that. We only care about Among Us. So I'm sorry. I just realized I didn't include it as part of my presentation, but it's up there. That sounds lovely. Even if you don't follow it as a career, it's great to enrich yourself with experience. I would like to actually be able to feed myself, NS. That's kind of the big takeaway. Show them your cookies first so they have a baseline of your skill. I'm just gonna go in and tell them that I have no prior cooking experience. But I think it'll be fun. It's like a 5-day, like, intensive. That sounds lovely. Yeah, thank you, but delicious. I hated that. Can we unmod Witch? I'm gonna unmod Witch. She doesn't deserve it. But anyways. Yeah. Yeah, overall, I think my trip to Florida was, like, it was very nice and relaxing. And I got to see you guys once. Although, I think, yeah, my biggest gripe with it was that I couldn't stream. I was kind of mad. Although, I think it was probably good for me to just completely get away from all of it and come back nice and refreshed, you know? Mavia, Mavia learning to cook? Then how can we bully you? What do you mean, how can you bully me? You know what we could do? Is if I end up, like, taking those classes, maybe we could do, like, something where I'm, like, I will attempt to make the dishes on stream as practice. That could be fun, yeah? Wow, divorce live. God, yeah, I don't know. Dating sims are not for me. Otome games, the CGs are really nice, but like... Something about anime man whispering into my ear just doesn't hit right with me. Yo, but anime girl whispering into my ear? I can be down for anime girl whispering into my ear. Like, I listen to so much VTuber ASMR, it's crazy. I like, my favorite VTuber ASMR artist is, Nekoyo Chloe. Yeah, she's so good. It has, guys, she's a cat girl, right? So she has, like, cat purring noises, and she does ASMR. Like, there's no better combination. It's so good. Burning kitchen stream, yeah. It might have to be after I'm done the move, though. So hopefully I can get my... Now you guys might think I'm a heretic. I'm gonna try and get my whole setup on wheels so I can move it to the kitchen and, like, actually cook. My ears would melt. Great yes. Yeah! I love her. I love Chloe so much. She's so cool. I love her model, too. It's so cool. Real-time Cooking Mama. We still need to finish Cooking Mama. We're gonna get back into that soon. And hopefully finish Arcana, next week, I'm thinking. And then after that... I think we're going to segue into Secret of Mana. I'd really like to play it. I want to play a lot of these like story games, especially if I have more time during the week to finish them, because sometimes I just want to like binge them, right? I feel like it's nice to be able to just sit down once a day and do it. Yeah, cooking! But I want to get back into making bento. That's like one of the things I really enjoyed doing on stream that one time that we did it. Like if you guys are the OGs, you know. We did the bento making stream one time. I bought a bird, like Tomo harpy looking furikake to make bento with, so I'm really excited. That'd be really fun to watch. Well, this comes after some of the stuff I still need to deliver, like tasty hot sauce stream. I need to get nuggies for that. I need to get like a 20-piece for that. It's gonna be crazy. Her meows are very realistic. Yeah, it's so nice. Cookie, Secret of Mana is great. I've never, like, I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited. And then after that, I'm thinking maybe some Final Fantasy or, I started playing Final Fantasy Adventure. I'm a little obtuse when it comes to puzzles and stuff. But after that, you know what I really want? Okay. I really want to play Dead Space, because the new, like, the remake's coming out soon, right? And that looks good. Final Fantasy VI is a good start. I actually wanted to start playing Ocarina of Time, because that's the one you guys are recommending, right? Okay, put Final Fantasy VI down. Played a long time ago. It's great, but I want to play all these like games that are like nostalgic to you guys that are new to me. I want to play Skyrim so bad. I want to play Skyrim so bad. Although I think I need to get it for my Switch so my computer doesn't like have an aneurysm trying to run it again. It does that every time. Alundra is the best Zelda game. Is that an older one? I don't think I've heard of it. Is that like a niche one? Ocarina of Time is great. It was that one, or because I was looking at the Switch Pass, the N64 Pass. It's quite expensive, actually. I was also looking at some old Kirby games. There's a new Kirby Superstar that's gonna come out soon. I still have to play Forbidden. What is it? Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I still have to play that one. I was gifted it, and I still haven't played it yet. Most of the games are nostalgic. Most of the games are nostalgic for are side-scrollers and platformers. I don't know if they'd be a good fit. I'm just not that great at platformers. I'd be down to play them. I might play some more in my free time just to get better at it, because I want to get good. Another thing I'm gonna do, I thought about playing Elden Ring on stream, but like maybe I'll do a challenge on stream. But for now, I was planning to play some co-op with friends and get good. I'm gonna go get good first. Mavia, Kirby, Forgotten Land is amazing. I know, everyone keeps saying such good things about it. We have Carby, Coneby, all the great ones. I wonder it's a PS1 game. You know what? I know I said this, like, membership. I don't think I got a chance to say it during the visual novel stream. I've been playing Dark Cloud. It was so good. I was playing it on a PS4. I had so much fun. I want to keep playing it. I need to finish it. I don't know when I'll be able to finish it. Would you guys even be interested in watching me play Dark Cloud? Did you guys play it? I really been enjoying it. And I think it's like a good starter, like, baby game for me. Dark Cloud's a classic. It's so fun. I was enjoying it so much. And it took me a while to get a hang of how the like weapon crafting system works, and I broke a lot of good weapons, but okay, you never heard of Dark Cloud before now? It's like a dungeon crawler for the PS2 with like a really extensive weapon crafting system. It's really fun. Dark Cloud sounds interesting. A friend of mine's pretty into it. I really want to play it. So after Arcana and after Secret of Mana or something, we'll work on that. Heard great things about it. Also, one RPG I'm nostalgic for is Dragon Quest. I want to play. I think I have like half of the Dragon Quest games. You said Dragon Quest 9, right? I'll definitely look into that one. Thank you. I heard the second game's a lot. Dark Cloud, the second game is a lot. Oh, you said the Dark Cloud 2 is even better. Can I play Dark Cloud 2 without, like, like, does it... What I was thinking about doing is I might finish Dark Cloud on my own time, and I'd be down to play Dark Cloud 2 maybe on stream with you guys, but I feel like, I don't want people to feel like they're missing out completely, you know? I love Dark Cloud. I haven't played it in, like, 12 years, but it was really fun. I'm really happy to hear that. One thing that I'm thinking about doing for next time, I don't know if it's something that would interest you guys, but, like, correct me if I'm wrong, is... If I have to take an extended leave again, how would you guys feel about like a Let's Play style like video? Like 1 hour like videos with like premiere. So there's like still a chat, and I could still hang out in the chat with you guys, but like that's like in the case that for whatever reason I can't stream for like a short period of time. So we have like daily like 30 minutes to an hour uploads. I don't know how you guys would feel about that. Would be interesting. I'd be interested, but it would be odd. I thought it... You see... I'd be down. I mean, I'm just thinking, like... There aren't a lot of, like, Let's Player VTubers, huh? Or Let's Play VTubers, huh? I don't know if the style is still... Like, that style of content creation is still really, like... popular. You know what I mean? Like pre-recorded. Yeah, like if I'm not able to stream for a while, I would watch. Well, thank you. As long as you're not pushing yourself with recording, it could be interesting. Well, thank you, Cronus. Videos are still better than nothing. Still get your dose, your harpium. Could fill a niche, perhaps. I guess you're right. Because I think one of the biggest concerns I have with streaming games is I'm very slow. you guys know this when it comes to games, so it takes me a really long time to play any games. It'll be different for sure, but I definitely try to catch it. Well, thank you. I'm glad. That's very more niche nowadays, but there's still a good audience for it. I don't know. I almost feel like if I'm gonna play some like if I'm gonna play like Dragon Quest or something, it's probably better to stream it still, huh? Only time to hang out is good. Doesn't matter if it's stream or chat and Premiere. Yeah, it still isn't popular, but there's still people. It isn't as popular, but there's still people. Well, thanks for your input. I really appreciate it. Anyways. Ooh, I probably have to stop stream soon, because I'm trying to limit myself to under 4 hours every time to make sure if I'm gonna be streaming more frequently from now on, then I have enough of my voice to stream more frequently. Thank you. That's what I love about your gaming streams. Your vibe is fearless. Fearless is good, right? I think my vocabulary isn't extremely extensive. Let's Plays can work well for RPGs or grindy games since you can cut out the grind. That's what I was thinking. Like, if I were to play Xenoblade 3 or something, I'd probably do it in like a Let's Play or something. Like, I don't know, maybe the grinding isn't so much fun. Stay healthy, but also just stay here forever. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm glad we got to, like, catch up about stuff. I wasn't sure if there was anything else you guys wanted to talk about in terms of what's been going on in your own lives lately. RPG streams are just Zatsudan, so the game other than Minecraft on in the background. You know what? That's so true. I used to think like, oh, I should play more Minecraft, because that seems like popular. People seem to like that. I don't know. I just don't think Minecraft is for... I think it's cool, and I also enjoy watching other people play it, but like, I don't know. It's the same with like Animal Crossing. There's so many like... I feel like Minecraft is better for customizability. At least they're pretty interesting mods. I feel like with Animal Crossing, taking the time to collect all the items is so time-consuming. Thank you so much for today. Well, thank you very much for coming to this stream as well. I love some RPG downtime because we can keep you company. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you keep me company. I'm very grateful that I have such wonderful people keeping me company. That, and I hope I do a good job at keeping you company too. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for the stream. Yes, Mavia is very cute. We're glad to have everyone. Whoa. This wasn't... Thank you. I need to make dinner soon. What you making for dinner? I wonder what I'm gonna have for dinner, actually. Have a good stream. Thank you. I am probably gonna go relax momentarily, but... Thanks for the fun. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, there's just an excuse to spend time with the streamer. Oh, I'll take any excuse to spend time with you guys. Although, you know what I need right now? I maybe have to do that hot sauce stream sooner than later so I can clean my sinuses. You're pretty adorable. You guys say that about me all the time, but... I don't know, the way you guys carry yourselves, you're very... Oh, well, not just polite, but like, it's just really nice to be around you guys. I feel very healed every time I'm here, so... Thank you. Glad to have you back. I'm glad to have you back, too. Glad to be back, and I'm glad to have you here with me again. Mavia's ultra cute. No, you're ultra cute. It's been good to hear your voice again. Thank you very much. It's good to see your messages. Does that sound cold? I don't mean for it to be cold. Are you sure Minecraft would be another Zatsudan stream from Mavia? I feel like every Mavia stream is a Zatsudan. I feel like without fail, there's no such thing as a non-Zatsudan Mavia stream. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get going. Hey guys, take care. I love you guys a lot. I'm glad to be back, and... It just feels so good to be back. I'm home! Thank you for the stream. Glad to have you back. Thank you very much for 13 months, Paul Rito. Thank you for your support. Bye, Mavia. Take care and get well. Thank you. Love you too, dork. But yeah, this is my home, so... I'm home, everyone. Thanks for waiting. What's a happy, everyone? What's a happy? Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Take care. I think I'm gonna try and be more... I'm trying to be a little more strict with myself when it comes to the Otsahapis. I'm not individually saying them so I can save my voice a little bit, especially while I'm still waiting for the medication to kick in. I'm gonna try and save my voice a little, and also with the conharpies, I'm probably gonna just start saying the conharpies a little less. I think I can still do more on the conharpies. I need to think more about this. I need to bird brain this. Here's some cookies and milk. Thank you. I'm really glad to see you back. Please get well soon. Thank you, Beetle. You know what? Hopefully everything works out. And that goes for you too. I hope everything works out. It sounds like January's been pretty busy for you guys too, so please take care. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're eating 3 meals a day or I'll punch you. Bah! That, you know? Alright, take care guys. Bye! Wait, don't go yet. Don't go. We're gonna raid Emily. Hold on. I'll take you to Emily. Hold on. I'll take you to cute girl. I'll take you to my wife. She's so perfect and wonderful. She's playing Pokemon Violet. I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch for a bit. So I hope maybe we can watch together, you know? Boom, boom. Emily. Hold on. There we go. Where is she? Alright, we're going to Emily. I'll see you guys there. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. What's the raid message? Oh, shoot. It's harping time. I don't know. I don't have anything more creative. You guys come up with it. Florida raid. Florida raid. Chirp, chirp. It's burping time. Okay. Just come up with your own message. And if I see anything cool, I'll adopt it next time, okay? Alright, take care everyone. Let's go. Come up with your own message. Go!